Ralston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Saturday morning from Castleton, North Dakota. It is day 3 of the 2025 North Dakota State A-Legion Baseball Tournament here on yourliveevent.com. I'm Chase Miller, and welcome to our pregame show brought to you in part by Castleton Lumber. We have one of 2 games today, our elimination, and then we'll get to our third in the winner's bracket. Here's how it sets up today. The Fargo Jets will be the visitors on the scoreboard. Valley City will be the home team in our first of 2 elimination games here starting at the top of the hour. From there, it'll be Kindred and the Bismarck Senators at 2:30 in our second elimination contest. Then in the winner's bracket, it'll be Castleton and Devils Lake. Games tomorrow at 3 and 5:30. It depends on the matchups and how these games fare out on who's going to play at 3 and who's going to play at 5:30. But later tonight, again, Castleton and Devils Lake will match up in our winner's bracket. Yesterday, the Senators defeated the Reps 8-7 in an elimination contest. The same with Valley City over mine at 10-7. Devils Lake with a 6-love win over a Fargo. Mason Palmer with the perfect game in that contest for Devils Lake. Then Castleton with a 5-0 win over Kindred. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this. We'll dive into the matchups in B and AA. We'll hear from the coaches all ahead of our starting lineups and the opening pitch today from Valley Process Technologies Field here in Castleton. It's day 3 of the State A on yourliveevent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassiz Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per roll per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
As we take a look at some other scores from across the way here in North Dakota. Top of the 4th inning in Park River today. Langdon 7, Can-Do 2. As that is in Park River right now. Nice little center field cam today out in Park River by our by our crew out there. So I'm going to give them kudos from across the way here on your liveevent.com. Langdon 7, Can-Do 2, bottom of the 4th inning in an elimination contest. And then you have Renville County against Washburn in another elimination contest. After that, Thompson will go up against Linton Ashley Wishick in the winner's bracket. Then Lemoore will go up against Park River also in a winner's bracket game. AA championship at noon today will be Post 400 squaring off with the West Fargo Patriots. Now both teams have already qualified for the Central Plains Regional, but that is a look across the state of North Dakota, both from what the A has in store today, the B today, and AA as well out in Williston. We'll take a quick break, and we come back. We'll get to our coaches' conversations coming up here on our Castleton Lumber pregame report. First up is Mike Boutain from the Fargo Jets, and then we'll hear from Chase Carpenter of Valley City. The Jets at 30-9 on the season. Valley City at 22-4. We'll continue with more on the pregame here on your liveevent.com.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
As we continue our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Castleton Lumber. It's the Fargo Jets and the Valley City Royals for day number 3 here in Castleton. Elimination game. Joining us is the head coach from Fargo's perspective is Mike Boutain. And Mike, what's the message to the team? Obviously, you just ran into a really good pitcher yesterday, trying to put some quality bats in play. But as we were talking before the interview, you always felt like down 0-1, 0-2, against a really good pitcher in Devil's Lake. So what's the message to the guys that you get ready for a game here with Valley City later today?
As much as you want to just flush it and just kind of move on, we can play better than what we did yesterday. Obviously, the pitcher they had yesterday was really good anyway, but on top of that, I think we can be a little bit more competitive at the plate, and hopefully the guys are at least ready to go with that part of it.
Someone who's competitive at the plate, and I know some folks in the press box like, God, that's a big guy for a number 9 spot, and Harper Schultz, and he hit a home run here on day number 1. What's it like having a guy who does have some pop at the bottom of the lineup and kind of can turn the wind around, so to speak?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have that sneaky pop at the bottom, and sometimes it goes really well for you, and sometimes it doesn't, but he's kind of been a bonus bat for us. When he's going, everybody's going, so hopefully we can get him going right out of the gate and get some life going right away.
The one thing, obviously, Finn Bergseth pitched really well in his performance. He had a good pitching performance as well. I know coming in with Jack Joyce, just a tough situation in that particular spot with Devil's Lake, but what have you seen just in terms of your guys on the mound and what they've been able to do for 2 games so far?
Super competitive with multiple pitches, and that's kind of what we harped on after our East Region tournament, and hopefully Evan Felber can do that again today. That's all we're really hoping for out of those guys. Find 12, 15 outs, whatever that looks like, whether it's strikeouts or just outs in general, and then we'll take it to the bullpen from there. And the guys have done a really nice job with that, and I hope Evan's able to do that as well today.
Mike Boutain joined us here from the Fargo Jets, your opponent here in Valley City. Obviously a team that I think a lot of coaches would say they got a lot of pop. They got some guys who can put the ball in play. So what's going to be the most challenging part against the Royals here later today?
I think as long as we keep those big bats at bay and maybe keep the runners off while they're at the plate, that puts us in a much better spot than with guys in scoring position with their best bats up at the plate. And that sounds a little cliche, obviously, but I mean, that's kind of what you got to do. You got to limit those guys and allow them to only hurt you in specific ways, and hopefully we're able to do that and just take inning by inning, pitch by pitch, and take it from there.
Last thing for me, I'll ask Chase the same question. I know you still want to just focus on this game first, but what would it mean to get to state, get a couple wins, be a top 4 team no matter what? Obviously there's bigger goals and aspirations ahead, Mike, but what would it mean to be a top 4 team at state, obviously with a win here today?
I think it would mean a lot for these kids because most of them are behind the curtain at their high schools and different places, so for them to accomplish something that they are a part of and that they did, I think that would be huge for them. And obviously you just want to continue to keep playing with your friends, right? You want another day, you want to fight for another day, and hopefully we can do that today.
Mike, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here against the Royals.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Again, from the Jets' perspective, that's the head coach, Mike Boutain. We'll continue on our pregame show after this. This interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Keep your car moving along with the team at Elite Automotive Center in Fargo. What sets Elite Automotive Center apart from the herd is their truly extensive list of services. From brake and tire service to tune-ups and battery replacement, there's no job too big or small for their ASE certified technicians. Schedule your next oil change by going to EliteAutomotiveCenter.com or scan the QR code on your screen now. Never settle for standard service. Stop by Elite Automotive Center today in Fargo.
On our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Castleton Lumber, Day 3 of the State A Legion Baseball Tournament here in Castleton. It's Valley City, it's Fargo for the opening game here of our first of 2 elimination contests. Joining us from the Royals perspective is their head coach, that's Chase Carpenter. This interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. Chase, I know not the start you wanted yesterday, down 4-love early in the first inning, but able to come back and score the next 8 runs and find a way to win by 3 over Minot. Just what did you see from your guys, even falling behind early in the contest to stay resilient and find a way to gut out a victory yesterday here in Castleton?
Yeah, tough start. Obviously not how we want to start, but we've been in that situation basically all year, at least for the last month and a half, where being down against some of these West teams, they kind of stay focused, stay locked in, and understand there's a long ball game left. We didn't have a problem, obviously, coming in and hitting. I mean, they allowed that one error when it was 4-1 to get it to 4-3, and then obviously after that, I think they understood this ball game is probably going to be ours at that point, and made things a lot easier. We still struggled throughout at certain points, start of innings, and that's kind of going to be our focus today. So,
what have you seen from the Fargo Jets, whether it's been this season or a couple, games across the way, so to speak, that's going to be a challenge with your opposition here later today?
Yeah, I was going to say we haven't seen them this year. Watched them on tape a couple times, but as far as the 5+ years that we were in the East Conference, for the most part, they're going to be swinging early in counts, especially at fastball. So we got to make sure we're effective hitting corners with those, and probably obviously switching right away with pitches. Usually we like to start with fastballs. Obviously against them, we go opposite. So we just got to make sure we're effective right away on the mound, and obviously defensively we're ready to go. They're going to give us a challenge. They're going to put everything in play. We're not going to be able to strike out a lot of batters. So it's going to be a challenge, both offensively and defensively for us. Every single time we see them on the mound, it's usually a guy that can throw anywhere from 75 to 80, and they probably got 6 or 7 of them. So it doesn't matter if the guys coming out of the bullpen is going to be the same type of arm. So we got to make sure we're ready to go right away.
Chase Carpenter, head coach of Valley City, joined us, someone who's had a nice tournament so far through 2 games. Andrew Sikora, 4 for 5 with 4 runs scored, 2 RBIs and 2 walks as well. Just what have you seen from your first baseman here so far in Castleton?
Yeah, biggest thing is confidence. And even there's probably 3 weeks ago where we took BP on a Sunday night, and all of a sudden he just started swinging harder. And I was like, what the heck happened? Like, out of nowhere. And I said, just keep it that way. And it was just a more confident swing. And basically after that, I mean, he struggled a little bit, and he even asked after before going into the region tournament, what do I need to fix? And it wasn't anything. It was just hitting hard at people. So he just kind of kept the same groove, and obviously now he's kind of getting those benefits paid off, where he's finding not even hard hit balls, but they're finding holes. And so, no, it's definitely good to see. Obviously, game 1, he had that huge home run, so it's hard not to have confidence after that.
Final thing for me, Chase, I know if you win this game, you're going to be one of 4 teams remaining. Obviously, there's still bigger goals and aspirations, but what would it mean to be one of 4 teams remaining left, at the state level here, if you can find a way to get a victory against the Jets today?
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of the biggest thing when we were looking at pitching matchups, and kind of how we want to set up this state tournament, was trying to get to day 4, day 5 type of situation. And I mean, so far so good, as far as, obviously, yes, we would have loved to win, game 1, but our pitching is still intact. We weren't able to save an arm yesterday, so even though James gave up a complete game, 15 hitter, but we were able to save an arm with that. So he'll be able to go today if need be. And obviously we got Will Schwer back into the bullpen. So if we don't use any of those guys, then obviously they just keep stretching them out, which would be fantastic. So getting to day 4 would be great. Obviously I want to focus on this one here.
Hey, Chase, as always, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here today.
Thank you much.
That again, Chase Carpenter, head coach of the Royals, will continue on our pregame show after this interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial sales and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Green Earth Landscaping offers a full range of services, including commercial and residential landscape design and installation, maintenance and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to patios, retaining walls, lighting, fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered. servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
That is our pregame conversation brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. That again is dhb.bank. Chase Miller with you here today from Castleton, where it is on our Castleton Lumber pregame show, going over what the weather currently has in store for us here for the rest of today. Currently 73 degrees, wind that is blowing from about the south from left to right across the field here. 73, overcast with that hazy sky. The rest of the week we'll just have to kind of wait and see what Mother Nature has in store with some precipitation, as there is some chances coming up here throughout the next couple of days. So fingers crossed that if it does rain, not when the actual games are scheduled to play, but tomorrow cloudy with occasional rain showers, chance of 50%. Later in the evening, chance of 73%. 2 games are scheduled for tomorrow, then 1 and or 2 scheduled for Monday as well, but we'll wait and see how everything kind of shapes out. The Fargo Jets will be the visitors on the scoreboard out in their gray attire here tonight with the red numerals in the front, the black numerals in the front, that is, black numerals in the back here today for the Fargo Jets. Head coach is Mike Boutain. While for the Valley City Royals here in this one, they will be in their Columbia blue uniforms with the white lettering and numerals with the white pants down the stripe. The Fargo Jets at 30-9 on the season so far have batted .212, 10 of 27 in 2 games. Now that batting average is skewed after being shut out and also no hit yesterday by Mason Palmer, as they went 0 for 21 yesterday. The Jets went 10 of 26 in the opener. Pitching so far 11 innings. They've given up just 7 hits, 7 runs, 5 that were earned, 9 walks, and 13 strikeouts here for the Jets. While for Valley City, 22-4 so far on the season. Valley City in this tournament batting .254 as a team average, 14 of 55, 13 runs with 9 RBIs, 8 walks, and 7 strikeouts. And then from their pitching, 14 innings, 24 hits, 11 runs, 8 of those earned against with 5 walks and 7 strikeouts here for Valley City. Our umpiring crew of Cody Hughes, Eric Guler, and Taylor Fuse here today in this one. So again, that will be the Fargo Jets and Valley City Royals in our first elimination game. And then from there, it'll be the Bismarck Senators against Kindred at 2:30. Castleton and Devils Lake will play later tonight at 5:30. 2 games tomorrow at 3 and 5:30. All depends on how the matchups break out throughout the rest of this particular game. And then that's tomorrow again at 3 and 5:30 respectively. Then we get into games on Monday with the championship, with the final 2 teams left over. That would begin at noon on Monday. That again does it for our pregame show, brought to you in part by Castleton Lumber. Find the quality lumber and materials you need to get the job done at Castleton Lumber. Call 701-347-4471 for a rendering of your next project, from siding, plywood, windows, and more at Castleton Lumber. When we come back after this starting lineup, send the opening pitch from Castleton. It's the Jets and the Royals here on your liveevent.com.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Take your softball or baseball skills to the next level with personalized instruction from the professional staff at the Ball Yard. Their mission is to provide area players, young and old, the opportunity to improve their skills in a professional level facility and to provide a high level of instruction to youth players to help them achieve their goals at the Ball Yard. Come and visit the one place in the Fargo-Moorhead area where it's always summer. For more information, go online to fmballyard.com. That's fmballyard.com.
For any accounting needs you may have, Todd R. World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com.
It's now time to get to our starting lineups here on yourliveevent.com. Valley City will be the home team on the scoreboard as the higher seed, the West 1, versus the East number 3 seed here in the Fargo Jets. Starting lineups brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Sam Chase for the Jets batting leadoff, followed by Colby Ebling, the shortstop. Finn Bergseth, good to see Finn back into the game after leaving with an apparent injury yesterday on the mound. So he will be the DH and get some swings in this contest. Eli Emineth has had a couple extra base hits so far here through 2 days for the cleanup batter. Tate Barnacle, the second baseman for the Jets, followed by Andrew Perrault, the third baseman, batting 6th. Jack Joyce, the right fielder, 7th, with Evan Felber. He'll be on the mound batting 8th. Harper Schultz, the left fielder, will be batting 9th, and Tank Grandy in center field here defensively. For the Valley City Royals, will Schwer in left with Rossima in center, Hendrickson in right. Sikora stands at first base, Fetch at second, Samuelson at short with James Schwer at third base, Powell behind the plate, and Mr. Bryson Heck is on the mound here today for the Royals. It's Valley City, and it's Fargo, and that is our starting lineup. It's brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products, grower owned. Go to crystalsugar.com. Righty matchup as Sam Chase will come up to the plate here as he will get his first look at Heck. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Opening pitch at 12:01, and we're off and running here in day number 3. Chase 1 of 5 with 2 walks and a strikeout so far in 2 games, as this will be popped up down the right field line into foul territory, and Sikora will come up with it, and Chase is retired as there's 1 down as we head now to Colby Ebling. Colby so far in the tournament, 1 of 4 with 2 runs, a run driven in, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts here for the Fargo Jets. It was a perfect game for Mason Palmer yesterday in 87 pitches, 21 up and 21 down, 11 strikeouts against the Jets. As the Jets looking for something brewing here. Last hit was by Eli Emineth in the 5th inning against the Reps. That was in the top of the 5th back on Thursday. 1 ball, 1 strike on the way. Here to Colby, the 1-1. That'll run in, breaking ball. That's going to miss now, 2-1. Something that Mason Palmer had working in the game against Fargo yesterday was a lot of breaking ball pitches, as Heck is going to the off-speed stuff early here in this one. Now it's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes. You win, you play tomorrow. Lose, and your season comes to a close also with a win. You're a top 4 team in state here at the Legion Tournament. Here's a 2-2. This would be hit on the ground. That'll be a foul ball up the third base line, and we'll keep it at 2 balls and 2 strikes. About the most gust of wind that we've had so far through 3 days here in Castleton. 325 down the left field line, just over 300 in right, 350 to center field. So if you're going to hit one to left, you better get a hold of it today with where that wind is blowing, as this will be another foul ball with Colby Ebling. I sitting in those powder blues, Columbia blues here, the Fargo Jets in those all gray with the red trim on the shoulders. Here's the 2-2. This would be hit on the ground. Line drive that goes to Fetch. Makes a nice play to Sikora. 4-3 on the putout, and there's 2 down here in the top of the 1st inning. As you'll see, Finn Bergseth now the designated hitter due up here for the Fargo Jets. Finn Bergseth, 1 of 6 with a run driven in and 3 walks so far here in the tournament for the Jets. Also going on, the State B up in Park River. State AA going to get underway with their championship as well here in Williston with the Fargo Post 400. And with them will be the West Fargo Patriots. Finn Bergseth again back into the lineup here. Good to see after leaving yesterday with an injury. Here's the pitch. Bergseth swinging. It's going to be 1 ball and 1 strike on the way. Update from Park River, Candu and Langdon in that contest. It's all Langdon right now, bottom of the 5th, 10-2 over Candu. That's our first of 2 elimination games at Park River. The 1-1, I'll miss low for a ball. It's 2-1. Bryson Heck, 2 pitches, recorded chase. Good battle by Ebling. This would be hit in the air. That could be down for a hit, but nope. Ralsema able to cut it over into the gap. Nice play by Ralsema into left center field. On a fly out there, a tidy 3-up, 3-down inning here for Bryson as we make our way to the bottom of the 1st. The Jets scoreless. Valley City coming to the plate.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
As we come back here on yourliveevent.com, it's Fargo going up against Valley City as we take a look at our starting lineups brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. For Valley City, they'll go like this. Corbin Powell, the catcher, batting leadoff with Trevor Fetch, the second baseman, second. Jack Samuelson, the shortstop here, will be batting third. From there, Parker Rolsema, the center fielder, batting cleanup. Andrew Sikora, the first baseman, batting fifth. He's had a nice tournament so far. James Schwer, the third baseman, is batting sixth. Will Schwer in left, batting seventh, followed by Shaneko, the DH, batting eighth. Bryson Heck, the pitcher, ninth, and then Leighton Hendrickson is in right field. For Fargo, post 2, left to right in the outfield, Schultz, then Grandy in center with Joyce in right. Emineth stands at first base with Barnacle at second, Ebling at short, Peralta at third, Chase behind the plate, and on the mound will be Evan Felber here today for the Fargo Jets. The Jets have pitched well through 2 games, 11 innings, 7 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned against. For Valley City, they have hit .254 so far in 2 games with 13 runs, 9 runs driven in. They've hit 4 doubles so far here for the Royals. That's our starting lineups brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Now it goes to Corbin Powell here. Powell first pitch swinging, skies one in the air. Who's going to go grab it? As this will be the third baseman coming across in Peralta to make the catch. 1 pitch and 1 down for Powell here to begin things off for the Royals. It goes to Trevor Fetch. Fetch has reached base a couple of times with a run scored, a strikeout, 0 for 6 at the plate. Here for the second baseman, we've seen Fetch as well. Just determined on the situation and the lineup card for Chase Carpenter play shortstop here in Castleton as well throughout the tournament. Fetch, the lefty, taking all the way through. It's now going to be 1-0. As the 1-0 offering on the way. That'll be called a strike. Nice pitch there by Felber. First of 3 games today. If you want to check it out, come on out to the ballpark here in Castleton at Valley Process Technologies Field. As this will miss low now, 2-1. It's Kindred and the Bismarck Senators await, and then Devils Lake and Castleton in our winners bracket later tonight, roughly at 5:30. Kindred Senators game will get underway roughly at 2:30 here this afternoon. 3 balls and a strike here to Fetch. And Fetch will take strike number 2. Want to hop up to the first base line. Instead, it will be a first full count here for Felber. Pitch number 6 here to fetch. Hit in the air. This one will go down the left field line. Schultz hustling after it with the wind pulling it down, and he makes a nice play. I'll be out number 2 here, top of the first inning. 2 up and 2 down here for the Royals as it goes to Jack Samuelson. Samuelson 1 of 8 with a run scored and a strikeout, but he has hit a couple on the screws here in this tournament through 2 days. And he is a type of guy that could turn the wind around potentially. Samuelson will wear it right on the number, more on the hip. As it'll be a hit by pitch on the breaking ball that just got out of the hands of Felber there. So for the Royals, they'll have their first base runner of the game standing at first here in Samuelson. Now it goes to Parker Rolsema, the center fielder. First base runner of the game for either club comes on a hit by pitch. See if Valley City can get something done. Emineth will hold on Samuelson here. And now it goes to Rolsema. 1 of 6 with a run scored and a run driven in so far here for Parker in 2 games in Castleton. Nice lead from Samuelson. He'll stay put. Felber delivers a strike. It's 0-1 on the fastball. Cody Hughes with Taylor Fuse and Eric Guler. Here our umpiring crew. Kind of sounds like a law firm of Hughes, Fuse, and Guler. Here's the 0-1 offering. Runners in a break for second. This will be chopped, and it will be a foul ball. Chase will take it for a strike. It's 0-2. Another bounce there by Chase. It might have bounced into fair territory, but wasn't going to see anything once it hit the turf. Just picked it up and allow Felber to see if he can strike out Rolsema here. Samuelson will see if he stays put. He does. This would be foul back. And we'll see pitch number 4 here for Rolsema upcoming from Felber. Fan of thinking of a law firm, Suits obviously for some folks. You start watching that can be a very addictive show. Once it got on Netflix, really caught on for a second generation of life. Here's the 0-2, excuse me, check swing up the middle as Samuelson was off and running. And Rolsema able to foul a couple off here in a row as Evan Felber trying to see just 4 Royals to the plate here in the first. Emineth, Barnacle, and Peralt, 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Jets in the second. Here's the 0-2. That'll be out of the zone now, 1-2. Win for the majority of this tournament here for 3 days in Castleton has kind of been more from the south or the left to right field, as the 1-2 pitch going to be hit on the ground, and got a good battle brewing here for Rolsema. Time up Felber here, and every other pitch so far, Samuelson is on the move, which means this one he's probably going to collect his breath one more time and be held on by Eli Emineth over at first base. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. This will be hit down the first base line. Emineth giving chase, but that'll be a little bit too far out of play for him, as it's going to be, again, a 1-2 count. One thing here for Rolsema, no matter what he's been able to do, if he does record an out in this at-bat, able to take some pitches, work the count a little bit against Felber, and you get 105 pitches for your daily max, and you get to this point of the tournament, you just might ride someone through 105 and see what you can do. Similar case in point with Mr. Schwer for Valley City yesterday. Picks up the complete game win, 15 hits, 7 runs, but he was able to get 7 innings across for Valley City in their win for James Schwer and save an arm going into today. Here's the 2-2 runner breaks. Strike 3 looking, and Felber wins the long battle. No runs on no hits. There were no errors and a runner left on base. We played 1 today on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's a scoreless game as we head to the second.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassiz Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per row per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Top of the second inning, 4, 5, and 6 batters for the Jets. Eli Emeneth, Tate Barnacle, and Andrew Perrault. One of these three batters will try to be the first base runner of the game here against Bryson Heck, who had 13 pitches to get through the first. A pop-out, a ground-out, and a fly-out for Bryson on the mound. And this will miss for a ball. It's now 1-0. Eli Emeneth does have some power here for the Fargo Jets. 3 for 5, 2 runs scored with 3 runs driven in and 2 doubles so far, as this will be hit on the ground. One hopper to Samuelson. Samuelson fires across the diamond in time, and Emeneth is retired on 2 pitches. 6-3 on the putout. Goes to Tate Barnacle here. Barnacle 2 for 6 with a run scored and a run driven in for the Jets. Jets looking for that first base hit, that first walk. Something to get on base, as if you go from yesterday, as this will be missing inside. It was 21 up and 21 down, so 25 consecutive batters here for the Jets have been retired just from yesterday to today here against Heck and Valley City, as that'll just be out of the zone. It's 2-0. Most impressive part, I think, about Mason Palmer's performance yesterday for Devils Lake, the 2-0 pitch. That'll miss. Now 3-0 is the fact that what we're just talking about here with Bryson Heck, there was never a 3-ball count for Mason. Here's the 3-0. Call the strike, gets 3-1. So for Heck, able to get that one on the outer part of the plate. We'll see where he goes here behind the count. 3-1. That'll run in at the hands. It's a 5-pitch walk, and the Jets get a runner aboard. First time since the 5th inning against the Bismarck Reps here for the Jets to get a runner on since Thursday afternoon. And that'll be with Tate Barnacle. As Barnacle will be held on there by Sikora at first base. Andrew Perrault coming up to the plate. And the third baseman. Perrault with the run scored so far here in the tournament. Runner stays put. Andrew will see this one miss. It's 1-0. Perrault 0 for 5 with 2 strikeouts and a run scored here for head coach Mike Boutain and the Jets. As Heck takes a look back at the runner. The 1-0. Hit right back up the middle. Samuelson gloves it, trying to get one. He does there. A chance for 2 in time for the twin killing. 2 retire the side. 6-3 on the DP. Samuelson got it. Went out of his mitt, picked it up, stood on second, and fired a bullet to Sikora to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We played 2 complete here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We're scoreless as we head to the bottom half of the second.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Bottom of the second inning we go here on YourLiveEvent.com. Nice twin killing there by Samuelson again to get Perrault out. Good barreled ball to Perrault. Just better defensive play by Samuelson. 2 innings of work for Heck so far. 22 pitches, 1 walk and no strikeouts. While on the opposite side, Evan Felber able to work through a 2-out hit by pitch. Got a strikeout looking by Ralsima. Now it goes to Sikora, James, and Wilshire, respectively. 5, 6, and 7 batters due up here for Coach Carpenter and the Royals. Win and you advance to tomorrow. Lose and your season comes to a close here at the state tournament. Also the State B going on, and Park River, a final. Langdon in the elimination contest with a 12-2 win over Candu in 6 innings of work. So Langdon moves on to day number 3. As this will be out of the zone, it's 1-0. Sikora has hit himself a whale of a tournament so far as he's been able to reach base consistently here for Valley City. The 1-0. I'll miss. It's now 2-0. As Sikora is 4 of 5 with 4 runs scored, 2 runs driven in, and 2 walks so far here in 2 contests. 2-0 pitch. That'll miss for a 3-ball count. The second one here for Felber. As Trevor Fetch worked the count full back in the last inning. 3-0 taken all the way. Just called a strike. It's 3-1. Sikora. Hitters count. Takes again. Felber hits the same spot from a pitch ago. Now 3-2. Here's the 3-2 offering. Hit on the ground. This one goes to second baseman. Barnacle is there. Makes the flip over to Emineth. 4-3 on the putout. Sikora's retired on 6 pitches. As we see it now to James Schwer, the third baseman. Schwer 2 for 7 with 2 runs scored and a strikeout at the plate. You won't hear this line too often. A complete game, 7 runs, 15 hitter. And he picks up the win. In the very next game, you saw the perfect game by Mason Palmer. And then Jack McDonald and Lucas Christensen were both dealing. They throw 2 complete games for Kindred and Castleton, respectively. Last night in our second winner's bracket game, in which Castleton shut out Kindred 5-0. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Schwer. Felber, run in. That hit him. Yes, it did. James Schwer will be the second Royal batter that has been hit by a pitch. So Valley City gets a runner aboard here in the bottom of the second inning. As this goes now to Will Schwer, the left fielder. Will 1 of 4 with a run scored, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. Here for Valley City. The pitch. Big cut at that one for Will. It's 0-1. As Evan Felber right now works ahead in the count. Chase behind him, the catcher. Gives him the sign. Here's the 0-1. Runner stays put. It's going to be 1-1. As James Schwer kind of took a hard step towards second, then put on the brakes. See if Felber pays him any homage after that one. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Runner stays put. The 1-1 jammed him, popped up. This will be playable in the infield. Emineth will make the catch in foul territory as there's 2 down. So 2 down now, bottom of the second to Adam Sheneko, the DH. Sheneko with 3 runs driven in here for Valley City. 2 of 7 at the plate with a run scored here in Castleton so far this week into the weekend. That'll run it at the hands. It's 1-0 by Felber. Bryson Heck due up next and back to the top of the lineup here for Valley City. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at first is James Schwer. Here's Felber with the pitch. Up out of the zone now, 2-0. Well, for the Jets, it'll be 7, 8, and 9 batters with Jack Joyce to lead things off in the top of inning number 3. Here's 2-0 hitter scout to Sheneko. Sheneko taking all the way, 3-0. Third 3-ball count here for Felber so far, first time through the lineup. And the 3-0 count. That'll run in, 4-pitch walk. And Valley City will be the first team today that has a runner in scoring position with James Schwer. Sheneko stands at first off the 4-pitch walk, and now you're going to have Bryson Heck standing up to the plate here. Center fielder and Granny playing Heck to shade a little bit into left center. Right center got a nice gap if Heck can hit one the opposite way. First pitch swinging, little check swing, high heater, went through it, 0-1. Bryson at the plate, 1 of 5 with a run scored, 2 walks and a strikeout so far in 2 games. Here for the Royals. The 0-1. Called strike 2. As Felber right now is trying to leave 2 runners aboard here in the bottom of the 2nd inning for the Jets. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Working outside for a ball at 1-2. And back to the top of the lineup where Corbin Powell, a catcher, waiting to see if he can keep the inning going, if Bryson can get aboard. 1-2 from Felber. Hit foul. This one will make its way back to the bounce house behind us a little bit there on the foul ball. As the wind continues to whip around here a little bit with the flags up in right center on top of the scoreboard here in Castleton. Felber looks back the runner. Strike 3, looking, and Felber gets his 2nd strikeout. There are no runs on no hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. Felber has struck out the last batter in each inning looking. We played 2 complete here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We're still scoreless as we head to the 3rd.
Local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Top of the 3rd inning here on YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller with you as we're broadcasting today from the Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency broadcast booth. From banking to insurance, let Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency handle your requests. For more info, go online to KindredStateBank.com. And again, it's KindredStateBank.com. 7, 8, and 9 batters due up here for the Jets against Heck. As this will go all the way to the backstop to Joyce, it's 1-0. As Joyce for the Jets, so far here at the plate in this tournament, 0 for 6, looking to get on board here at the base hit as he slashes one up the 3rd base side foul. It's going to be 1-1. Both teams looking for that first base hit of the game. The Jets had a runner on, but hit into a double play in the 2nd after a 1-out walk by Barnacle. Here's the 1-1. Hit on the ground. This one will be backhanded in the hole by Samuelson with the leap throw over to first in time. Oh, what a play by Samuelson. Derek Jeter would be proud. There's one down. Samuelson deep in the hole, able to retrieve it, fire across, 6-3 on the putout. Samuelson flashing the leather. He's recorded part of the last 3 outs with the double play of Peralta that recorded Barnacle out at 2nd base and now throws one out there. So far, an early indication of a player of the game just from the defensive web gem standpoint. As this will be hit right back up the middle underneath the glove of Heck, and then Fetch will save it from going into center field, but that'll be an infield single. First hit of the game goes to the Jets, and Felber is aboard with the base knock here. As you'll see it, a courtesy runner here for the Jets coming in, as number 8, Ryan Ullman, now will be at first base. Now it's to Harper Schultz. Talked about Harper in the pregame with Mike Boutin having a guy that at the number 9 spot looks like a cleanup batter because of how big he is. Schultz 2 for 5 with 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs. He does have a homer in this tournament with 2 strikeouts. Here's the pitch by Heck. Taking a strike at 0-1, the 3rd baseman, and James Schwer seeing if maybe Schultz would possibly bunt as he was taking a couple of strides in from 3rd base. Sikora holding the runner and Ullman on at first, as you see there. As Heck gets ahead in the count here to Harper Schultz, the left fielder. Working from the stretch, the 0-1. Foul tipped here to Powell. It's going to be 0-2. Will Schwer in left field with Ralsima in center. Hendrickson stands in right here for Valley City. James Schwer at third base. Samuelson at short with Fetch at second. Sikora at first, and Powell behind the plates. Bryson Heck for his appearance. The 0-2 offering. Swing and a miss, and Heck. And this one will not be able to finish the play. The home plate umpire is going to say that it went off the glove of Powell. And I think what Chase is saying is that he made the catch for the strikeout, and then on the exchange from the glove to the hand, that's where it came out. So the umpires will talk it over. It's either out number 2 or Harper Schultz gets another swing at this. As we'll see what happens here with the umpiring crew. Immediately, Coach Fetch and Coach Carpenter from the Valley City dugout came out and thought that it was going to be a strikeout. And we'll see what they're going to talk it over here with Coach Mike Boutain, saying if it was on the exchange or was there a foul tip and then never had control of it. If Powell never had control of it, then it'd be a foul ball. If he did, they'll call him out, so there's a strikeout. Bryson Heck gets his first out of the contest. There's going to be 2 down here as it goes back to the top of the lineup, now to Sam Chase. Good thing there, the umpires talked it over. And if you're a manager or a coach, you can just go out and just ask to see what they had in their particular peripheral sight. I think that was the right call at the end of the day, where Powell had it firmly in the glove, and then on the exchange is when he dropped it. But there's 2 down here now to Chase, who popped out on 2 pitches his last time up. The pick play back to first. Not going to be time. After Chase goes to Colby Ebling. If Chase can find a way to get a base hit, get a walk here for the Jets. Got their first base runner of the game via hit, that is, over at first. The pitch. No miss low. It's 1-0. Bottom of the 3rd inning, you'll see Powell, Fetch, and Samuelson, 1, 2, and 3 batters due up for the Royals. Here's the 1-0 pitch. I'll be blocked in the turf. It's 2-0. And with Ullman right now at first, base hitters count with Chase. We'll see what Sam is able to do here. Looking for his second hit of the tournament. Here's the 2-0 offering. Runners in a break. Here's the throw by Powell to Fetch. Nice throw, but not in time. A pitcher-perfect throw, but sliding in with that left and right hand was Ullman at second base. It's now 3-0 to Chase. You couldn't have thrown it any better if you were Powell behind the plate. Fetch didn't have to do much with the glove to try to apply the tag. Jets with their first runner in scoring position of the game. Be a 4-pitch walk here to Chase. Second free pass here for Heck, and now you'll have runners at first and second. We'll see if we get a courtesy runner in the game. We will for the Jets. It'll be number 1, Bo Purdy. So Purdy will come on and courtesy run here for the Jets. And now Chase Carpenter wants to talk it over on the mound, brought to you in part by Kindred Storage. Call 428-3121 for storage units on the north side of Kindred that are affordable, secure, and have easy access. That's at Kindred Storage at 428-3121. So Colby Ebling, the second batter here in the lineup, second time through to see Bryson Heck. A single stolen base here for Ullman, and now the walk by Sam Chase has allowed Purdy to come on and courtesy run for him. Best chance for the Jets so far here today. Through 2 innings, they've yet to leave a runner aboard. Well, they don't want to leave anybody aboard here. They want to drive them in with 2 outs. Well, for Valley City, trying to keep that 0 on the board and see if they can play with a lead in the bottom half of the frame. Heck with the pitch. Breaking ball runs in at the hands. It'll be 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Here from Bryson. They call the strike. It's going to be 1-1. Finn Bergseth due up next in the hole here for the Jets. Heck from the stretch. The 1-1 pitch is laced down the right field line, but with the wind, that'll easily carry it into foul territory. That's top of the railing and bounces back into play, but well, foul as it's going to be 1-2. And we'll reset with Ullman making his way back to second. Purdy back to first. Jets looking for win number 31 of the season. All for Valley City looking for win number 23 on the year here for the Royals. The 1-2. Hit on the ground. This one will be to Fetch. Fetch makes the play, flips it across to the first baseman, Sikora, to retire the side. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 runners left. We played 2.5 today on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We're scoreless as we head to the bottom of the third.
Green Earth Landscaping offers a full range of services, including commercial and residential landscape design and installation, maintenance and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to patios, retaining walls, lighting, fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered, servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
As we get to our Castleton Lumber in-game update, earlier today at the State B, it is a final in 6 innings. Langdon over Candu 12-2. Renville County going up against Washburn in another elimination contest as the B will go from 8 to 6 teams here today, while the AA championship of Fargo Post 400 and West Fargo, and both of those teams are making their way to the Central Plains Regional. That's an in-game update brought to you in part by Castleton Lumber. As taking a hit by pitch will be Powell. He's seen 2 pitches, a pop out and a hit by pitch so far. That's the 3rd hit batter of the game here for Felber. A leadoff man is aboard here for Valley City. For Castleton Lumber, call 701-347-4471. That's 701-347-4471 for a rendering of your next project, big or small, at Castleton Lumber. Trevor Fetch, and for Valley City, first time they've had a leadoff runner aboard, so what's the play here for Coach Carpenter? As third baseman and Peralta as well in on the turf, as this is going to be a throw down to second, sliding in. He got him. What a play by Chase as he had to come out of his crouch, make a catch in the air in terms of a leaping catch for Chase on the pitch, and he hoses Powell on 1 pitch. And there's 1 down as it goes to 1-0. So 1-0 now here to the number 2 batter in the lineup. And a hit by pitch. Quickly retired. 1 down here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. As this will miss low on the turf. It's 2-0. A game that got underway at 12:01 here today. 36 minutes old. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Call the strike. It's 2-1. Well, Felber's danced out of some free passes so far here today. The 2-1 pitch is laced in the air. That'll go to right center field and hold up enough for Grandy to make the catch. And there's 2 down. Hit by pitch in the first, a hit by pitch and a walk in the second, and a hit by pitch in the third. The one thing that Felber has done a nice job of is yet to give up a base knock. He's given up some runners. Valley City looking for that elusive first hit of the contest. And what has become a theme from yesterday with our winners bracket games to what we're seeing here early in terms of runs are valuable, tough to come by. Got some good pitching that we've seen on the mound as well. Here's the 1-0. Upcoming is Samuelson. Samuelson also hit by a pitch This is a guy that's got warning track power if he can barrel one up. The 1-0. That'll run in, and Samuelson for the third time will be hit nearly at the same spot as he was in the first inning. So Felber's been effectively wild here today. There was that game with Francisco Lariano against Chicago White Sox a few years back. He had a no-hitter, but he struck out about 10 and he walked about 10 in that game. And Samuelson will head to first as Mike Boutain will talk it over with his starting pitcher right now. And Valley City will have a runner on here in the bottom of the third inning. This is quick meeting on the mound brought to you in part by Kindred Storage. Now to Parker Rolsema. Valley City 4 batters in the first. They sent 5 batters in the second. So far 4 batters here in inning number 3. Well, for the Jets, it'll be the heart of the lineup. 3, 4, 5 batters in the fourth with Finn Bergseth to lead things off the next time the Jets come up to the plate. For this runner that Valley City has gotten someone today is second base. Runner will stay put. It's going to be 1-0. Rolsema with a strikeout looking to finish the first inning. Felber has put the exclamation point on the first and the second with 2 strikeouts of looking, trying to get the pick. Samuelson was leaning a little bit towards second. So we'll keep it at 1-0. Samuelson takes his lead. He'll stay put. The 1-0 call, the strike. It's 1-1. See some good defensive plays by Samuelson. Also a nice defensive play just moments ago by Chase there to gun down Powell, who was caught stealing at second base. Another pick play. Samuelson able to get back. And we'll keep the 1-ball, 1-strike count here to Rolsema. Hit on the ground. This one will be a 2-hopper. Barnacle goes down to a knee, makes the fire over to Emineth to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 3 today here in Castleton. We're scoreless as we head to the 4th on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Take your softball or baseball skills to the next level with personalized instruction from the professional staff at the Ball Yard. Their mission is to provide area players, young and old, the opportunity to improve their skills in a professional level facility and to provide a high level of instruction to youth players to help them achieve their goals at the Ball Yard. Come and visit the one place in the Fargo-Moorhead area where it's always summer. For more information, go online to fmballyard.com. That's fmballyard.com.
A town update for you in Williston. West Fargo Patriots and Fargo Post for 100. They know they're playing some more baseball as they both are heading to the Central Plains Regional, but someone's got to win the AA state championship here in North Dakota. Patriots with a 3-0 lead over Post 400, top of the third. Patriots win that game, then you got to play game 2 upcoming of that championship here later today. For the Jets, 3, 4, 5 batters. Finn Bergseth to lead off. Breaking ball here by Heck. It's going to be 0-1. Bergseth, Emineth, and Barnacle again 2 up here for the Jets. Bryson Heck, pitch number 39 upcoming. This will be roped into the air to center fielder, and that'll one-hop Rolsema. As Finn Bergseth with a loud ringing single here to left center, able to get aboard for a leadoff base hit for the Jets, and it's the first leadoff man they've had aboard in the contest here for the Jets. Just right off the sound of the bat, it sounded good. As you'll see it here with Eli Eminent, that's the kind of sounding contact that you want once you go into the batting cages. As Finn Bergseth was able to get a base hit. Second one of the game here for the Jets. And we'll see the play that is put on here for Coach Boutain and the Jets. Heck, we'll see this. This is going away from the right center fielder. This one will hop, and that'll go all the way to the wall. How far can Bergseth run? Ralsma able to get the throw in towards the second baseman, and Finn Bergseth will stay at third base. So it's a double by Eli Emineth. That'll be his third extra base hit of the tournament. Finn Bergseth now stands at third base, and the Jets with their best opportunity here of the contest in the fourth inning. Tate Barnacle with a walk his last time up in the second. Infield will come in for Valley City, and Barnacle will try to do what Bergseth and Emineth has done and find the outfield grass. This will be smothered by Powell. It's 1-0. Jets with a 3-up, 3-down first. They hit into an inning-ending double play in the second for only 3 batters. They sent 5 to the plate in the third. This will be a high chopper. Samuelson can't make the play as Bergseth will come in to score. Taking a big turn around first will be Tate Barnacle. That's going to be an infield base hit on the play as it'll make its way through. As he was able to go underneath the glove of Samuelson, he never hit it. As we'll see Bergseth coming in, Emineth will go to third base. As you'll see runners at the corners, and the Jets with the first run of the game. Samuelson gave his best chance for it, just went underneath the glove. RBI single here on the way for Barnacle as Finn Bergseth scores his first run of the game, and now the pitch. Will miss for a ball. It's 1-0. Similar to the Castleton-Kindred game yesterday, where Castleton put a good string of batters together in the fifth inning. That was really the difference, where they put 4 runs across, and this kind of has a similar feel to it right now. Can the Jets put another 2-3 quality bats together as this will be hit on the ground? They'll get one at second. Samuelson with the relay in time for the double play. The run comes in to score, as Perrault will be retired on the 4-6-3. That'll be the second double play that Andrew has hit into in the game, but Eli Emineth comes in to score. Barnacle is retired, and there's 2 down. A large double play at that to try to stem the tide a little bit here for the Jets from a Valley City perspective. Now it's to Jack Joyce. Joyce hits one right back up the middle, and so far the Jets are finding a lot of barreled up balls here in the fourth inning. As you'll see another base hit here. That's the 4th of the inning, the 5th of the game here for the Jets. And Jack Joyce is able to get aboard with a 2-out single. As it goes now to the pitcher, Evan Felber, able to reach bases last time up with a single. Heck will look back the runner at first base. Breaking ball, good one. It's 0-1 for Valley City. In the fourth inning, Sikora will come up to the plate. 5, 6, and 7 batters due up for Valley City. That'll be the first time that they will come up to the plate trailing after it was scoreless through 3. Here's the 0-1 hit, and this will hit Heck right on the buttocks, as maybe just a little bit up on the lower back, but Heck will wear one, and he will have a little black and blue mark underneath the number 2 for the rest of the day. But the Fargo Jets able to make 2 runs across on 4 hits. There were no errors and a runner left on base. Heck has pitched 4 here today on your liveevent.com. As we head to the bottom of the 4th, Fargo with a 2-0 lead.
For any accounting needs you may have, Todd R. World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North. Always true.
Bottom of the fourth inning here from Valley Process Technologies Field in Castleton. Chase Miller with you here on YourLiveEvent.com. The Jets and Valley City, a well-played baseball game so far. The Jets, 2 runs on 4 hits in that last inning. A big double play to minimize the damage of what it maybe could have been a 3 or possibly more run inning. So if you're Valley City, you give up 2, but it could have been worse. From the Jets' perspective, you are finding a way to play with the lead here. Felber got effectively wild so far, 2 strikeouts. He's hit 4 and he's walked 1, but Valley City looking for that ever elusive hit as there's a strike to Sikora. 0 for 1 with a ground out his last time up. Take strike number 2. Here it's 0-2. Felber 3 innings of work so far here for the Jets. Roxon fires. The 0-2 is hit in the air down the left field line. Sikora will fly out to Schultz, and there'll be 1 down. Grandy in center with Joyce in right here for the Jets. Emineth with a double stands at first. Barnacle at second with Ebling over at short. Peralta at third with Chase behind the plates. Evan Felber making a case of potentially being a player of the game candidate here for the Jets. Also running at the hands. It's 1-0, particularly if he can keep zeros on that scoreboard in that run column. This will be hit. Take a hop. Barnacle throws it. Nice play by the second baseman, 4-3. That one just tailed a little bit off the bat and tailed towards the second baseman, Barnacle. James Schwer is retired on 2 pitches. Now it goes to Will Schwer. As the righty Felber, we'll see this all the way to the backstop. It's 1-0. Valley City, they've left 4 runners on base, 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in scoring position, and 1 in the third. Here's the 1-0. Chopped off the end of the bat. Chase will pick it up, fires to first in time. 2-3 on the putout. 3 up, 3 down the first for Felber on the mound here today. As we played 4 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, the Jets lead it by 2.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassiz Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per row per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
A matchup you thought this could be a good game in terms of these 2 teams, and it's held up to that at least on paper through 4 innings of play. Now the Jets, 9-1-2 batters, Schultz, Chase, and Ebling. Schultz struck out looking his last time up. Looking to bunt up the third baseline. This will go foul. It's 0-1. Bryson Heck on for his 5th inning of work so far. 2 runs, both earned, 5 hits, 2 walks, and here today has 1 strikeout. As Harper Schultz will take his time after he's heading up the first base line to head back, grab the bat, and see if he can put one in play here for the Jets, who in the 4th inning got some good contact against Bryson Heck, put the ball in play. 3 singles and a double. Even their outs were hit hard somewhere. The 0-1. This one will be right back to Heck. Heck's going to be like, what do I got, a magnet on the bottom of my back? Last 2 went right at him. That one a little more or less on the 1 hopper as Heck fields his position again. 1-3 on the putout. And there's 1 down. Sam Chase to the plate. Every time this song comes on, the Jets know what to do with it for their fans. They start clapping. A slow clap here, seeing if that can help Sam as he's 0 for 1 with a walk so far here today. Good breaking ball by Heck. It's 0-1. Winner of this game plays to be determined, pending on how the rest of the bracket looks here today. The 0-1. This would be hit on the ground. Samuelson makes it, fires it, and oh, what a play. Samuelson's done a nice job at shortstop a couple of times here. 2 down in the 5th. As you go into tomorrow, if a team has played each other, so for example, if the Jets do hang on and win, they've already played Devil's Lake. So if Devil's Lake was to beat Castleton tonight, then the bracket would shift a little bit on a different matchup. If Castleton defeats Devil's Lake and the Jets would win, they have not played, so then they would play the 5:30 game as the example. But it kind of depends on who wins and who loses over the next 2 games. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss at 1-1, so we'll have the wait to be determined, either the 3 o'clock or the 5:30 game for this game of the winner tomorrow. That'll be the zone. It's 2-1 here to Kobe Ebling. A couple of groundouts, both to Fetch at second in the 1st and the 3rd. Will be backhanded by Powell. It's 3-1. Next scheduled game due up here at the State A at 2:30. The Bismarck Senators and Kindred. And the nightcap at 5:30. It's Devil's Lake and Castleton. 3-1. Good spot just on the inner part of the plate. Bryson wanted that call. It'll be a walk. 3rd free pass of the game here for Heck on the mound. And a runner stands at first base here with Kobe Ebling. Now goes to Finn Bergseth, who earned a single with a run scored his last time up. Came in after a Tate Bornicle RBI single in the last inning. Here's the pitch. Check swing, gets hit up the first baseline foul. It's 0-1. Valley City 8-9-1 batters in the bottom half of the inning with Shineko coming up here in the bottom of the 5th. The Jets are 3 up, 3 down first. They sent 3 to the plate in the 2nd, 5 in the 3rd, 6 in the 4th, and so far 4 here in inning number 5. Good breaking ball. That's spotted for a strike. It's 0-2. It's one thing if Bryson's been able to get that breaking ball located in a good spot. He's been effective with it here today, trying to get ahead on these Jets batters. Sikora holding on the runner at first base, and Ebling pick. Able to slide back in nicely. Here's the 0-2 from Heck. Fastball just off the plate. It's 1-2. If the Jets win, there will just be one more West team alive in the Bismarck Senators. If Valley City can win, there will at least be one team from the West guaranteed to finish in the top 4. Strike 3, looking Heck with the breaking ball, and Bergseth is retired. There were no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We have played 4.5 today on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. The Jets lead it by 2.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Make sure you stay tuned to our post-game show coming up, as we will get to our Castleton Lumber post-game show. We'll hear from a victorious member of the winning team, take a look at the final box score, and get to our play the game. That and more is still to come once we get to our post-game show, brought to you in part by Castleton Lumber. Sheneko takes a strike. He's earned a 4-pitch walk his last time up in the second. Felber continues to deal as it's going to be 1-1. The last couple of games we've seen just really good quality pitching performances. Last night, the 0-2, this will be foul back. 3 of the 4 pitchers had a complete game, and the only reason why Finn Bergstedt came out is because he had a little injury there in the 6th inning against the Storm. Both Felber and Bryson Heck trying to keep that trend as a starter. Swing and a miss. Felber gets the strikeout on a high heater. Sheneko's retired, and there's 1 down. It goes to Bryson Heck. And back to the top of the lineup here with Corbin Powell. Best chance for Valley City to score was back in the 2nd inning where they had runners at 1st and 2nd. A leadoff runner aboard on the 3rd, but then there was a caught stealing as this will be a foul ball as it goes on top of the dugout as it ricochets off the light pole. 0-1. Haven't seen that yet today or throughout the tournament. Ricochet off the light pole. This one jammed. Bryson, it's 0-2. Heck, kind of a free swinger up there. He's looking to swing the bat. Seeing if he can make some contact and put the ball in play, while Felber looking for back-to-back strikeouts to begin the 5th. As we see another foul here. Going to Felber right now, has retired 5 consecutive batters. Last batter to reach was a hit by pitch by Samuelson. There's a swing and a miss. Felber with his 4th strikeout. And there's 2 down. And Valley City looking for that first hit of the game by someone. 4 2/3. They've reached base on 4 hit by pitches, 1 walk. As now you got Corbin Powell. Here's the offering. Powell, well, he'll wear that one. 2nd hit by pitch of the game. Must be that Frankie Valley Four Seasons song letting you stay in there. As Powell will stay at first base, and with the catcher, we'll see if there's a courtesy runner coming in or if they will allow him to stay. And as the first base umpire talking it over here, maybe going to say, hey, did Corbin maybe lean into that and take the chicken wing out right now? I think that's going to be the case here. If that's the case, then he'll have to come back and head back to home plate. Well, they're talking it over with their umpiring crew. Just to make sure they got the right call. Otherwise, Valley City brings a tying run to the plate here in this situation with Trevor Fetch. As they're going to come down and talk it over right now with another one of our main crew members here with the Castleton Baseball Association with Dustin Maggio. They're also going to talk it over with Mitch Shear here. This is the first time we've seen this where the umpiring crew has a question in terms of the situation. And I wonder if this is as much to do with the play as maybe something off the play. We'll see what the call is going to be made here. It looks like everything will be back to normal business. So not 100% sure on the reasoning for it. Sometimes you might have someone who has a different color apparel or something that they might wear for gear. Don't think it was anything from a fan or dugout perspective, but they talked it over. Nothing to write home about. Just a little pause in the cause as Fetch will hit one foul. Up the first baseline, it's 0-1. For the Jets, it'll be Emineth, Barnacle, and Peralt. 4, 5, and 6 batters due up in the 6th. As Powell takes his leave off of first. Fetch, we'll see this one miss. It's 1-1. Fetch so far with a fly out to the left fielder in Schultz and a fly out to the center fielder in Grandy. Valley City starting to run out of outs right now. Down by 2. 1-1. Called the strike. It's 1-2. 4 batters in the first here for Valley City. Trying to at least to get to number 5 here in the 5th. The 1-2, able to fight that one off as Fetch. A pesky hitter. Good spot in terms of the strike zone. late on the fastball, but able to get the bat towards it quick enough to see another pitch here from Felber. Felber looking to strike out the side with the 1-2. Just off the plate now, 2-2. Farthest Valley City runner, second base, James Schwer, to reach that in the second. Otherwise, just been at first. The 2-2 pitch, hit in the air, and that might break up the no-hitter. It does. That's down for a rocket hit there by Trevor Fetch. First hit of the game for Valley City, and they'll have runners at first and second base. As you'll see, Jack Samuelson, and about the one guy you want up in this situation if you're Valley City, as he's reached base twice, both on a hit by pitch. Powell and Samuelson have been hit 4 times combined in their plate appearances. Takes a big swing at that one. It's a strike. Runners will stay put. It's 0-1. So a strikeout, hit by pitch, and a single has allowed Valley City to bring the tying run to first and the go-ahead run at the plate. Here's the 0-1 upcoming from Felber. That'll run in. Now 1-1. Ralsma due up next here for Valley City if Samuelson can get on base. Kind of has the feeling of this could potentially be your ball game, even though still got a couple more innings. Just the chances that Valley City has had so far today. The 1-1 fouled off. Not to mention, can the Jets try to put something together in the 6th or the 7th? So far, the one difference, the 2 runs in inning number 4 were 4 of the 5 hits for the Jets came in pretty consecutive order. Powell at second, Fetch at first. Here's the 1-2 from Felber. Fouled, and that's going to hurt. That'll hit off the inner parts of the ankle here for Samuelson. And he will come up and try to walk it off. Chase Carpenter will come out and talk it over with his man and Jack, making sure that he's all right. As this is a game where you're going to have some black and blue marks with 5 hit by batters. Bryson Heck got hit in the back at the pitcher's spot here for Valley City, and Samuelson puts one there off the inner part of his left ankle here today for Valley City. 5th batter to the plate as the air horns are now here in Castleton. Felber looking for punch-out number 5. And Samuelson steps back in. Samuelson crowds home plate here. Here's the 1-2. Hit on a missile into left. Schultz will play it. They're waving the lead runner. Powell, he's going to slide in. Then they got Fetch now in a rundown. Fetch tries to get back. He is out. Nice throw by Schultz to hit the cutoff man, and they get him out, but it's an RBI here for Samuelson. He will drive in Powell. He will make it the first run of the game for Valley City, and then on the rundown, they're able to get the runners. So Schultz to Aimling to Perrault to Barnacle, 7-6-5-4 as Fetch is retired at second base. But Valley City gets a run as we head to the top of the 6th. A new score, it's 2-1.
Local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
As we head to the top of the sixth inning, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. Has back-to-back singles for the Highlanders. Samuelson able to drive in Powell, but then Schultz hits the cutoff man, and when you hit the cutoff man, good things can happen. As Fetch was trying to see if maybe that ball would go to home. He was going to break to third, but kind of caught in no man's land, and Ebling threw it to Peralta, then threw it to the second baseman, Barnacle, to get Fetch out at second base. But Valley City cuts into that deficit. Question is now, can the Jets answer, or can Valley City keep it a 1-run game when they head to the bottom of the sixth? Emineth, Barnacle, and Peralta here. Emineth with 3 doubles so far in the tournament, 1 of 2 today with the run scored back in inning number 4. There's a good pitch for a strike on the breaking ball. It's 1-1. And the pitch. Grounder. This will go to Fetch at second. Makes his way to the first baseman, Sikora, and there's 1 down. Win this game, you play tomorrow, lose, and your season comes to a close. Win this game, you finish as a top 4 team at state. Lose, and you'll be a top 6 team here at the state A level. Now it goes to Tate Barnacle. Reach base twice, a walk, a single. And he's got a run driven in as well. I'll be off the zone. It's 1-0. If Barnacle reaches base one more time, you can make a case for him to possibly be one of our players to highlight in our post-game show. The 1-0, called the strike. It's 1-1. Bryson Heck with the 1-1 offering. Foul ball up the first base line. It's 1-2. Still to come, in just under an hour and a half from now, we'll get to the Bismarck Senators and Kindred at 2:30, and Devils Lake Castleton following that in our winners bracket at 5:30. The 1-2 hit on the ground and kept busy. Here is Fetch. Fetch able to see that one through the glove. Another 4-3 on the putout, and there's 2 down. Now it goes to Andrew Peralta. Peralta's put 2 balls in play, 1 on a bunt and 1 more just on your routine grounder. He's hitting to 2 double plays so far here today for the Jets. It's Bryson Heck. Winds and delivers. Breaking ball. That'll miss on the inner side. It's 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. It'll be 1-1 for Valley City. They'll have Ralsma, Sikora, and James Schwer. Their 4, 5, and 6 batters due up in the bottom half of the frame. Here's the 1-1. Popped him. Fly out. This will go to Hendrickson. The wind will carry it a little bit more towards the foul line, and Hendrickson makes the catch. A tidy top of the 6th here for Bryson Heck as we make our way to the bottom of the 6th. It's a 2-1 contest on your liveevent.com.
Keep your car moving along with the team at Elite Automotive Center in Fargo. What sets Elite Automotive Center apart from the herd is their truly extensive list of services. From brake and tire service to tune-ups and battery replacement, there's no job too big or small for their ASE certified technicians. Schedule your next oil change by going to EliteAutomotiveCenter.com or scan the QR code on your screen now. Never settle for standard service. Stop by Elite Automotive Center today in Fargo.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
As we have a pitching change on the mound here for the Fargo Jets. Felber able to get 5 innings of work in here today for the Jets. 2 hits, 1 run that was earned, 5 hit by batters, a walk, and 4 strikeouts here for Sam Felber. Coming in to pitch now will be Beckham, as Beckham will come in. Jeremiah here in inning number 6. Felber will go from the mound, and he will go to center field, so Grandy is out. And again, Beckham makes his way on here for the Jets. That's a pitching change brought to you in part by Kindred Storage. Call 428-3121. That's 428-3121 for storage units on the north side of Kindred. I was able to see Beckham here for the Fargo Jets, as the Jets are 6 outs away, while for Valley City, able to see a new pitcher into the game and see what they can do against Beckham here. The first time seeing a reliever. Felber did his job, though. 5 quality innings of play, especially on the mound here for the Jets. Beckham yesterday finished off the game for Fargo against the Devils Lake Storm, a third of an inning. So he has pretty much got everything at his disposal in this particular outing now in relief. This will work up high. It's 1-0. And sometimes when you see that starter come out of a game, it can give that dugout a little shot in the arm, especially when maybe you've been struggling against said starter. Here's the 1-0. Hit in the air. That'll be a foul ball. It's 1-1. So far here today, Ralsima 0 for 2. Grounded out his last time up to the second baseman, Barnacle, in inning number 3. For Valley City, it's a matter of can you get Samuelson back up to the plate. If you can, that means you get some runners on, have a chance to tie the game. Call the strike here to Ralsima. It's going to be 1-2. Hit on the ground. This will be down the third base line. Peralt with it across the diamond. Good stretch there by Emineth. 5-3 on the putout. Nice throw by Peralt. And there's one down. And it goes to Andrew Sikora, who's been a guy that's just found ways to get on base here for Valley City, but not today. 0 for 2, a ground out and a fly out. So far in the tournament, 4 of 7 with 2 walks and 4 runs scored. As Beckham rocks and fires. Breaking ball, over for a strike. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Beckham. That'll work outside. It's going to be 1 ball and 1 strike. Starting to see fans and teams of the next contest rolling on in here for the Bismarck Senators and Kindred, as this will be hit in the air. High pop-up. Right fielder tells the second fielder to make way as Joyce comes up with the catch, and there's 2 down. Now it goes to James Schwer, 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch back in inning number 2. As Schwer looking for a base knock here for Valley City. Took till the 5th inning, the last inning, before Fetch got a single. As that will work inside for a ball. It's 1-0 for Valley City to get their first hit off Evan Felber. And Samuelson followed him with a single to bring in the lone run of the game here for Valley City. The 1-0. Off-speed foul tipped into the glove of Chase. It's 1-1. Top of the 7th for the Jets. 7, 8, 9 batters with Joyce due up here for Fargo. 1-1. I'll work low now, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike to the number 6 batter here for the Valley City lineup. Hit on the ground. This one, gloved there by Peralt. Fires across the diamond in time. What a play by Peralt. Going across his body, making the play. Peralt with 2 nice plays at third, and that'll retire Valley City here in inning number 6. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's 2-1 Jets as we head to the 7th.
Green Earth Landscaping offers a full range of services, including commercial and residential landscape design and installation, maintenance and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to patios, retaining walls, lighting, fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered, servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
Town scoreboard and an in-game update brought to you in part by Castleton Lumber. In Park River, elimination game, Renville County and Washburn scoreless, bottom of the third inning. That's an in-game update brought to you in part by Castleton Lumber here in Castleton. As the Jets will send Joyce up to the plate. Felber and Schultz 7, 8, and 9 as Heck is trying to work on a complete game performance here for Valley City. Here's the 0-1. I'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Joyce so far today, 1 of 2 with a single back in the 4th up the middle. The 1-1. This will be foul, and that will make it at 1 and 2. You win this game, then it's a wait and see on who and what time you'll play officially tomorrow. Just keeping it simple would say that the Jets win and Devils Lake wins. Well, they've already played, so then the Jets would have to see if they can square off with a team like Kindred or the Bismarck Senators, who they have yet to play here in this tournament. So that would be the matchup. Well, if the Jets win and Castleton wins, then that would be your particular contest coming up here tomorrow in Castleton. Similar spot for Valley City in terms of who they played so far. They've already played Castleton. Have yet to play Devils Lake here for Valley City. Here's the 1-2. That'll miss. Now 2 and 2. Here's the pitch from Heck. Hit in the air. That'll go to left and could die, but the left fielder makes a sliding catch, and Will Schwer. Schwer with the sliding catch and left on the turf, and there's 1 down as Joyce is retired. Five straight batters retired here for Heck. 8 of the last 9 he's retired. Last batter to reach was Colby Ebling on a walk in the 5th. As this will work outside for a ball. It's 1-0 here to the opposite pitcher for most of the game in Felber, who's now the center fielder. This one hits up the first base side. Nice backhanded play by the assistant coach here with the Jets. You got Grothman and Silarud also out there with Coach Mike Butane. Here's the 1-1 offering from Heck. Hit on the ground. This one will go to the second baseman. Fetch makes a nice play, 4-3 on the putout, and there's 2 down here in the 7th. Harper Schultz then back to the top of the lineup here for the Jets. Now for Valley City, it's 7, 8, and 9 batters due up in the bottom of the 7th with Will Schwer, Shaneko, and Heck are due up. 2 down here in the 7th. I want to run in. It's 1-0. Difference in this game as it stands currently are the 2 runs on 4 hits in inning number 4 here for the Jets as this is laced down the third baseline foul. It's 1-1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs here. Nobody on top of the 7th inning. Heck has pitched awfully well here today against the Jets as this will be hit on the ground. Samuelson is there. Makes the throw across the diamond in time for the out. And it's 6-3 on the putout. Heck has retired 7 consecutive batters. This will be his second straight 3-up, 3-down inning. 80 pitches here for Heck through 7 innings of work. As we head to the bottom half of the 7th, the Jets are up by 1. Valley City down to their final 3 outs.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Take your softball or baseball skills to the next level with personalized instruction from the professional staff at the Ball Yard. Their mission is to provide area players, young and old, the opportunity to improve their skills in a professional level facility and to provide a high level of instruction to youth players to help them achieve their goals at the Ball Yard. Come and visit the one place in the Fargo-Moorhead area where it's always summer. For more information, go online to fmballyard.com. That's fmballyard.com.
Bottom of the seventh inning here on YourLiveEvent.com. Broadcasting today from the Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency broadcast booth as we get a pitching change here in this one. Gebhardt will come on here. Carter. So Felber with 5 innings. Beckham 11 pitches. Able to get a 1-2-3-6. The ground out, fly out, and a ground out. Now it goes to Gebhardt here for the Jets to try to piecemeal this win together and get to the Final Four tomorrow here in Castleton. Broadcasting again from the Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency broadcast booth. From banking to insurance like Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency, handle your request. Go online to kindredstatebank.com. So Schwer, Sheneko, and Heck, all righties to go up against the lefty here in Gebhardt in the bottom of the seventh. Valley City down to their final 3 outs. This one misses outside. It's 1-0. Valley City looking to at least get 1 run across and continue the game in extras, bare minimum here. Jets looking to put a 0 up on that board, eliminate the West number 1 seed, and see if Kindred can beat the Bismarck Senders, making an all-Eastern affair moving forward here in Castleton. The 1-1 breaking ball called a strike. It's 1-2. That was Gebhardt with the 1-2. Fastball up out of the zone, now 2-2. Obviously, he's left so far today 5 runners on base. This will be hit in the air. The wind will carry it towards the fair foul line. This one will be a base hit and over to right. Joyce going to get it with the wind, just keeping it slicing away. It's a leadoff double for Will Schwer. And the tying run is in scoring position. Right off the bat, you knew the wind was just going to carry it towards the fair foul line. It just kept moving away from Joyce as we have a courtesy runner coming in for Valley City. Number 25 coming on. Brody Mueller to courtesy run. So Mueller to courtesy run now at second base. Or pinch runner instead of a courtesy runner, excuse me, with Schwer being the left fielder. But Sheneko now comes up, and what's the play for Coach Carpenter and the Royals? As Matt Fetch is taken away and looking in the dugout for the first base coach here, talking it over with Bryson Heck on the on-deck part of the plate. Oh, able to put the ball in play as well. Schwer hit against Gebhardt. That's just the 3rd hit of the game here for Valley City. And the pitch. Swing. It's 0-1. I've had some good ones here yesterday. 4 quality games. That continues here today. Edge of your seat. Here's the 0-1. Now 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Sheneko 0 for 1 with the walk. And the pitch. Leaves that fastball out of the zone. It's 1-2. Tying run at second, winning run at the plate here for Valley City. The 1-2 offering works inside now. 2-2. Bryson Heck then back to the top of the lineup with Powell. We mentioned, can Valley City somehow get to Samuelson? That'll be a good thing for Valley City as they would get base runners on at least. Here's a 2-2. Hit in the air. That one's going to be a fly ball that's down in right. Joyce will come in and play it. Chase Carpenter puts on the brakes on it. Probably good because Joyce threw a one-hopper to the catcher. Mueller goes to third base. Shenango gets a base hit. Back-to-back hits off of Gebhardt here. Runners at the corners and nobody out here for Valley City. The right play by Coach Carpenter there at third as Joyce absolutely threw a bullet to Chase. You don't want to run yourself out of an inning potentially with the tying and now the go-ahead run standing at first base with Shenango. Gebhardt again stands at third as the infield looking over to Coach Boutin on what they want to do here. Try to take the run out home or do you play for the 2 up the middle? And Ebling and Barnacle will play for the double play if they can get something on the ground by Heck. Here's the pitch. Bryson takes a strike, gets 0-1. The hair on your back is standing right now here in this one. It's win or go home. Your season comes to an end, or you head to play some more baseball tomorrow here in Castleton. The 0-1. Breaking ball, good spot now, 0-2. A double by Schwer, lifted for Mueller, who stands at third now. Shenango with a single at first. No balls, 2 strikes, and number 9 batter in Heck. Heck fouls this one off. It's 0-2. Largest lead of the game for the Jets, 2 after 4. Valley City scored their lone run in the 5th. Gebhardt looks back the runner at first. 0-2 fouled again, and Bryson able to see pitch number 5 here upcoming. Powell is the on-deck batter. The 0-2 from Gebhardt, fouled again. As Gebhardt right now from the stretch with the 0-2. This one's smothered by Chase in the turf. It's 1-2. Runner stays put over at first base. Tying run 90 feet away. Game-ending run stands at first here for Valley City. The 1-2. That'll work outside now, 2-2. Good battle here between Gebhardt and Heck. Heck has thrown all 7 innings for Valley City. Post 2, this is their 3rd pitcher of the game with Gebhardt. The 2-2 breaking ball, and Heck has worked the count full after falling behind 0-2. The 3-2 offering to Heck. That'll be a walk. And Bryson will load the bases here for Valley City. Runner at third is Mueller. Shenango at second. Heck at first. And we'll have a meeting on the mound. Brought to you in part by Kindred Storage as Powell will come up to the plate. Tying run at third base. Game-winning run stands at second base. As we're just about an hour from our next contest with the Bismarck Senators and Kindred. But first things first, who's moving on and who's going to be eliminated between the Jets and the Royals? Powell at the plate, 0 for 1. He's been hit twice with a run scored. And he would love to be hit maybe one more time potentially to at least tie the game up here. Keep the line moving for Valley City against Gebhardt. A double, a single, and a walk on maybe a normal day. It's probably just a fly out by Will Schwer to right, but because the wing carried it over all the way to the fair foul line, kind of like playing a slice on a dog leg right if you're a right-handed batter, able to hit it perfectly on the fairway, if you will, for Will Schwer. But here, the Jets looking for an out without giving up a run. Valley City, you can still have a productive out here. The corner infielders are in at first and third. Well, a second and shortstop, they will play for that double play. Here's the pitch to Powell. Powell takes it for a ball. It's 1-0. Valley City can come back and win this game. How big was it for Heck to go 7 straight batters retired on the mound as well here for Valley City to finish this game potentially? Here's the 1-0. Pop up. Does it have enough carry to center as Felber makes a catch in the alley? Here's the throw. They'll relay, not going to be in time, and we're tied at 2 apiece. It's a sacrifice fly for Powell. Mueller comes in to score, and we got a new game here in the 7th. Two all on the sacrifice fly by Powell. Now it goes to Fetch. Fetch earned the first hit of the ball game in the bottom of the 5th for Valley City his last time up. 1 of 3 at the plate, game-ending run, and Sheneko stands at second. Breaking ball called the strike. It's 0-1. And from there, Jack Samuelson is the on-deck batter. Runner at first is Heck. Here's the 0-1. Another breaking ball called the strike. It's 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way from Gebhardt. Couple of breaking balls. Where does he go here? Fastball, laced foul. For the Jets, if we do go to extras, it would be the top of the lineup for Fargo, Chase Ebling and Finn Bergseth. If we do go to extra innings, again, top of the lineup here for the Jets. At this point, that's what the Jets are hoping for. Valley City looking to walk it off here in the 7th. 0-2, that smothered by Chase, now 1-2. Fetch would love to do what he did his last at-bat and put one and deposit one to right. A 1-2 pitch. Fetch will foul it off again after falling behind 0-2. Takes the ball, spells the pitch there, and will continue the battle. Game that got underway at 12:01 here today, just over an hour and a half old. As Gebhardt looks back the runner. Swing and a miss, and Gebhardt gets a strikeout. A large out number 2 here in the bottom half of inning number 7. And as we said, he wanted to at least get to Samuelson because good things would happen. And, well, it's been good so far for Valley City. 1 run across, and you can be selective here if you're Gebhardt. You do have third base. The problem is if you do walk them, and we'll see if they intentionally walk them, and they will. So Sheneko will go to third. Heck will go to second. It's the intentional walk as Samuelson hit by a pitch, RBI single, and an intentional walk is his line score here today. Nowhere to put Ralsema. Ralsema is 0 for 3. A strikeout, a ground out, and a ground out. But with the intentional walk now of Samuelson, it does allow a wild pitch, a pass ball, a hit by pitch, a walk. It just opens up more opportunities for Valley City to score. But if you're Gebhardt, find it out, get your team into the dugout, and let's go play extras. Well, if you're Ralsema, trying to walk it off here in the 7th. There's a good pitch for a strike. It's 0-1. Batter number 7 of the inning, the most that Valley City has sent against a Fargo Jets pitcher here today. So Felber will end up with a no decision after 5 quality innings of play on the mound for the Jets. Here's the 0-1. Laced down the right field line. It's going to be 0-2. Got ahead on Fetch. Now he gets ahead on Ralsema here. Top of the lineup for the Jets due up in the 8th if we get there. Here's the 0-2. Out of the zone, now 1-2. Runner at third is Sheneko. Bryson Heck at second. Samuelson, after the intentional walk, stands at first. Gebhardt with the 1-2. Breaking ball hit right up the middle. Backhanded by Gebhardt. Gebhardt has to get it out of his glove. It's a race at first, and he beats him for the out. Gebhardt was unable to exchange the glove with the ball to throw it to Emnett. Then finally said, screw it, I got to hustle and get to first. And he takes it one unassisted to retire the side. What a play at first base to finish it here in the 7th inning. And put that on your baseball bingo card here for the state tournament as well. As we head to extras, there were 1 run on the play on 2 hits. There were no errors and bases full. Let's play 8 at least here in Castleton. We're tied at 2 as we head to extras.
For any accounting needs you may have, Todd R. World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
As we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com, Bryson Heck, 80 pitches, 7 innings of work so far, 5 hits that he's given up, 2 runs, both earned, 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. 4th time through the lineup here for the Jets as Chase will hit one in the air up the first base side. Sikora giving Chase, that'll go foul. It's 0-1. But back to the play made by Gebhardt. 31 pitches to get out of the 7th. But finally he said, I can't get the ball out of the webbing out of the glove, however, so I'm just going to hustle it over to Emnett. Fortunate there that he was making his way up the first base line. Here's the 0-1. Hit in the air, this one. Ralsema able to make the catch, and Chase is retired on the out. It's 1 down. Make it 8 straight batters retired. Last batter to reach. The man coming up, Colby Ebling, back in the 5th. With a 2-out walk. All of a sudden now Bryson Heck has definitely put himself, if Valley City can win this game, as a player of the game contention. With the amount of pitches he's thrown and able to deliver pitches like that for a breaking ball to get ahead on these Jet batters. It's 0-1. Here's a fly ball hitting the air, but with the wind that's going to pull it down, as Will Schwer will make the catch for the out. If you're going to hit one out to left today, you better get a hold of it, as there's 2 down here in the top of the 8th inning. Finn Bergseth 1 of 3 with a run scored back in inning number 4. So for the Jets, the right call to pitch around Samuelson, as Ralston still put the ball in play, but he still resulted in what the Jets were looking for the out. But the Jets find a way to put a run across here, otherwise Valley City could potentially walk them off with just 1 run in the bottom half of the inning, as Heck strike 1 and strike 2. As Heck with the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground, that'll be up the third baseline foul. Coming into the inning again for Heck, just 80 pitches. You get 105 in 1 day for the max that you can throw. So in this case, if the Jets are unable to make a 2-out rally here, the 0-2 is fouled again, or just have a long at-bat here from Finn Bergseth. That's very much conceivable that Heck could throw maybe another inning or 2 if we do get to the 9th and 10th inning here in Castleton. Heck with the 0-2. I'll miss low. See pitch 6 of the at-bat here coming to Bergseth. Here's the 1-2 offering. Breaking ball, strike 3, looking at Heck with his 3rd strikeout of the afternoon. A 3-up, 3-down 8th, and now make it 10 batters in a row that Heck has retired, and he's thrown 90 pitches as we make our way to the bottom of the 8th here on your LiveEvent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassiz Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per row per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
Bryson Heck has been fabulous here today on the mound for Valley City. 90 pitches thrown, 8 innings of baseball, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, and he's retired 10 straight batters. But the Jets can still get it to the 9th if Valley City is unable to score a run here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Sikora, James Schwer, and Will Schwer due up here. Sikora 0 for 3, and in terms of this tournament, he is due, as he went 4 or 5 in the first 2 days. Lefty-lefty matchup. Sikora will take a strike at 0-1. James Schwer and Mr. Heck have ate up a lot of innings here for Valley City in this tournament. James with 2 innings pitched in day 1, goes 7 yesterday, and then you add Heck for 8 so far here today. Here's the 0-2 offering to the Royals' first baseman. That'll miss. Now 1-2. Gebhardt threw 31 pitches in relief in the 7th. So he will have to rest at least one day if the Jets can find a way to advance out of this for the moment. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Sikora with a strikeout, and Gebhardt gets his second in relief. There's 1 down. Now to James Schwer. Hit by pitch back in inning number 2. 0 for 2 so far here today in this one. There's 5 hits for the Jets, 4 hits here for Valley City. This will be hit on the ground and up the third base side. It's 0-1. First extra inning game here of the State A Legion tournament. We've had 3 that have been 10-run ruled in 5, but nothing that has gone past 7 until this contest. Here's the 0-1. Hit on the ground, playable for Gebhardt. Gebhardt this time says, you know what, let's just tag the man. As he will make the play, and there's 2 down. Now it goes to Will Schwer. And a double his last time up off the end of the bat, and Joyce going to play a little bit more down the right field line this time. A lot of real estate in right center and down the line in left here for Will. Will takes a good cut at it. It's 0-1 for the Jets. In the 9th, it'll be 4, 5, and 6 batters with Eli Emineth to lead things off. Here's the 0-1. Called strike 2 at 0-2. As Gebhardt right now, 1 strike away from his own 3-up, 3-down 8th inning. The 0-2. Got him out in front off speed, as we'll keep it here. The scorebook goes 15, at least the one that I have. For others, maybe 12 or others. Also, the last 4 innings are used for at-bats, runs, and hits, so that could be a little interesting. Here's the 0-2. Yes, he did. Gebhardt gets the strikeout, his third, and there is a 3-up, 3-down inning. Let's play 9 here today between the Jets and the Royals as we head to the top of the ninth, tied at 2.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Eli Emineth coming up here. We have delayed our Castleton Lumber post-game show because we want to play some extras, and it's been a good one. The Jets and the Royals. Chase Miller with you here on YourLiveEvent.com. Still got two more in store here today. Game number 9 of this tournament. Day number 3. Emineth, Barnacle, and Peralt as Heck delivers a breaking ball. I'll miss for a ball. So he's got 15 pitches to work with here before he reaches that 105. And the max you can throw in a day. Here's the 1-0. Hit on the ground. That'll go to Samuelson at short. Samuelson's been a vacuum over there today, and there's the out. Trying to slide in was Emineth. But the stretch is Sikora. 2 pitches, and Eli is retired. 1 down here in the 9th. St. Barnacle's had himself a nice performance in the number 5 spot. He's reached base twice with a walk and a single and a ground out as well. And Andrew Peralt's due up after him. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Oh, he just off the plate. Now 1-0. That's where Heck, though, has missed on that breaking ball. Inner parts. Here's the 1-0. That'll work down low now. 2-0. Last 2-ball count for Heck was to the leadoff batter in Jack Joyce in the 7th. Last 3-ball count was to Colby Ebling in the 5th. 2-0. Call the strike, now 2-1. As Fargo Jets looking for their first base runner since inning number 5 here against Heck. The 2-1. Hit on the ground. Samuelson will have another chance at it. Fires across in time. And Samuelson gets out number 2 here in the 9th. Now to Andrew Peralt. Peralt with a pair of double plays he hit into so far in this game. Flew out to Hendrickson in right his last time up in the 6th. As Heck rocks and fires. First pitch swinging, it's 0-1. 10 consecutive batters now by Heck, and he's retired. And 13 of the last 14, as this will go foul. It's 0-2. Not inconceivable at this point that Heck could possibly come out for the 10th for a batter, maybe 2. If the Jets are getting this count, the 0-2 just off the zone. If Andrew can work a little bit longer of a count here, might be potentially the last one. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Heck gets a strikeout. His 4th, and he's got 100 on the noggin for the pitch count. As we head to the bottom of the 9th inning here in Castleton, we're still at a 2-2 game. Who's going to score the 3rd run? We'll find out if the Royals can do it next.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
It's been a fun one here for the first of 3 games today, as we're all downhill from here in terms of the tournament as we reached the midway point yesterday for games played, either 14 or 15. This is game number 9 of the State A Legion. Chase Miller with you. Bryson Heck has put on one heck of a performance, no pun intended, as the way this game has gone, 9 innings of baseball on 100 pitches. We talked about Mason Palmer yesterday being efficient in his own right in the perfect game, but we've seen it similar here for Heck as well. He still has some pitches to work with if it gets to that point. Again, in the 10th inning. 8, 9, and 1 batters here for the Highlanders. They were the table setters in the 7th to get on board. This will miss for a ball. Shenanko with a single his last time up, going up against Gebhardt. So second time through the lineup again here for Valley City against the lefty in Gebhardt. 43rd pitch in relief for Gebhardt. This will be a strike. It's 1-1. Heck and then Powell here due up for the Royals. As Gebhardt rocks and throws. This will be hit foul. It's 1-2. Been tight from the jump. 2 runs for the Jets in the 4th, a run in the 5th and the 7th for the Royals. 1-2 fouled again. As now starting to see some more fans for the next game will make their way through and be like, hey, I thought it was starting at 2:30. We're about a half hour away from the scheduled first pitch of Kindred and the Bismarck Senators. Here's the 1-2 from Gebhardt. Hit in the air, fly ball to left center field. The wind will bat this down. Felber is there in the gap for 1 down. Not a bad swing by Shenanko, but again, with the wind blowing it down from left, anything you hit there is kind of going to be dead man's alley here today unless you hit it on a line. Now it goes to Bryson Heck. Heck is 0 for 2 today with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Walked his last time up to load the bases in inning number 7. Breaking ball. I'll be out of the zone. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. I'll be called a strike. It's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. As Gebhardt as the 1-1. This will go foul. It's 1-2. Well, for the Fargo Jets, if it does get to the 10th inning, it'll be 7, 8, and 9 batters with Joyce, Felber, and Schultz due up here for the Jets. Here's the 1-2. Heck does not bite. It's 2-2. Fastball out of the zone in the opposite batter's box. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, strike 3, and Gebhardt gets his 4th punch out here today. 2 down in the 9th. Now back to Corbin Powell. As Powell was able to get the tying run via sacrifice fly in the bottom half of the 7th home. He's 0 for 1 today with a run scored, a run driven in, 2 hit by pitches. As this will be a ball, it's 1-0. What's a hit by pitch for a catcher? I mean, he gets, nicked up all the time anyway behind the plate. Here's the 1-0 offering. Flying drive, look out, Chase Carpenter. He looks to be okay. Gave it a little Olay. Looking like a matador down there. Here's the 1-1. As they'll have to get to that foul ball. As we'll see the 1-1 upcoming. Here to the Valley City leadoff batter. Gebhardt getting in a groove right now in relief, as he has retired the last 6 batters in a row that he's seen. Then they got the intentional walk from Samuelson, sacrifice fly by Powell, so he's finding a rhythm right now. Here's the 2-1 from Gebhardt, hit in the air. This one will be a fly ball into center. Felber is underneath it, and a 3-up, 3-down 9th. So Gebhardt has been able to throw 3 innings in relief. We're tied at 2. Let's play some more baseball as we head to the 10th here on yourliveevent.com.
Our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Keep your car moving along with the team at Elite Automotive Center in Fargo. What sets Elite Automotive Center apart from the herd is their truly extensive list of services. From brake and tire service to tune-ups and battery replacement, there's no job too big or small for their ASE certified technicians. Schedule your next oil change by going to EliteAutomotiveCenter.com or scan the QR code on your screen now. Never settle for standard service. Stop by Elite Automotive Center today in Fargo.
Top of the 10th inning we go here on yourliveevent.com. Tied at 2 apiece here between the Royals alongside with the Jets. Well, if you're the Jets, you're hoping Bryson Heck throws about 5 pitches to the first batter and gets out of the game because he's got 100, and again, 105 is what you get. And then after that, Valley City will have to bring someone else into the contest. The Jets have been hunting an early pitch in the account. We'll see if that continues here with Joyce. Joyce won a 3 today with a single, a fly out his last time up to left fielder in Welsh Schwer. 10th inning. As this game now goes to the 2-hour mark. The pitch called a strike. It's 0-1. No balls and a strike here to the right fielder. This will go foul. It's 0-2, and Bryson trying to be as efficient as he can for the last couple of pitches, and getting ahead on a batter helps. As we'll see the 0-2 pitch on the way. Hit on the ground. This one will be secured by Sikora as he'll take it 3 unassisted. And there's 1 down. Make pitch number 104 if you're Felber. As long as he doesn't swing at the first pitch, put one in play, this will be the final batter that Heck could see here this afternoon. As Heck goes up against the 8 batter, Felber looking to bunt. This one going to be barehanded by Heck, throws it across. Doesn't complete the play as it goes off the glove of Sikora. And we'll see if they talk it over here with the umpires or not, as that one was in the webbing for a second, then it went off of his glove. As Heck and also Powell were there. And then the umpire waited to see if it went off the glove. So reaching base, I think you're going to have to give that possibly an error on the play as that went off the glove, and that's going to be an E3 there by Sikora. Because the umpire waited to see if he completed the catch or not. If that would have been a completed catch, he would have been out. So that'll be an error on the play as they will look for the pickoff. And now it will be the final at-bat here that Bryson Heck will see. As it goes to Harper Schultz. Put the ball in play, make you feel their position. First base runner here for the Jets since the 5th inning. The pitch. Powell will see this one low. It's 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes on the way. As Harper Schultz looking for a base hit here for the Jets. We'll foul this one back. It's 1-1. We know we're playing the bottom of the 10th. As Valley City will have 2, 3, and 4 batters due up. Question becomes again, is it still a tie ball game, or can the Jets play to run across looking for win number 31 while Valley City's looking for win number 23? There's the 1-1 from Heck. Foul back again. It's 1-2. Well, it'd be an exclamation point as if you could somehow roll Schultz over and allow Heck to get 10 innings of work in with the double play ball. If Schultz puts one on the ground, we've seen Valley City turn 2 double plays so far today. The 1-2 hit on the ground, a high hopper. This one will go to the third baseman. Barehanded fires. Not going to be in time. It's an infield single. So Felber gets aboard. Harper Schultz with an infield single will take first base. As now you'll have Bryson Heck coming out of the game, and he should get a whale of an ovation from both teams. 9 1/3 innings here for Bryson Heck. 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts here for Bryson Heck is coming into the game for Valley City. We'll get a new pitcher in the game, and we'll get some different defensive alignments as well upcoming. We'll let you know about it next here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, defensive changes here for Valley City, brought to you in part by Kindred Storage. Bryson Heck, 108 pitches and 9 1/3 innings of work. He was really good here today. 6 hits, 2 runs that are earned. He is on the hook for the batters here today on the places in Felber and Schultz. 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. Samuelson now will go to third base. Fetch will go towards short. Will Schwer goes to second. The only 2 that stay put are Hendrickson in right and Sikora at first. You have James Schwer now behind the plate. Powell goes from the catcher to the pitcher. You have Heck from the pitcher to the center fielder. And Ralsma goes from center to left. And we're not going to mention that again. That's brought to you in part by Kindred Storage. 7 changes here for Valley City. There's 1 down to Sam Chase, who bluffs a bunt. Powell throws, and this will be called a ball. And with Heck throwing a whale of a game, the Jets able to finally chase him because of the pitch count. That's the only reason. Here's the 1-0. Chase is 0 for 3 today with a walk. Foul back into the netting, as this one will be 1-1. As this game just keeps on rolling along. Taking a look at Park River, Renville County 2, Washburn 1 in an elimination contest. As we'll have the 1-1 on the way. That'll miss low. It's 2-1. Chase just trying to see if you can put the ball in play, particularly right when you get a little bit different of a defensive alignment. See if the guys behind Powell can go make the play. 2-1. Call the strike. It's 2-2. Runner at second again is Felber. Schultz stands at first. 6 hits so far for the Jets in this one. And the 2-2. Hit on the ground. This one will go to Fetch. Fetch makes it there. A chance for 2 in time for the twin killing. 6-3 on the double play. The third double play turned here today for the Royals. There were no runs, a hit, an error, and 1 runner left on base. We played 9.5 today on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We're tied at 2 as we head to the bottom of the 10th inning.
Keep your car moving along with the team at Elite Automotive Center in Fargo. What sets Elite Automotive Center apart from the herd is their truly extensive list of services. From brake and tire service to tune-ups and battery replacement, there's no job too big or small for their ASE certified technicians. Schedule your next oil change by going to EliteAutomotiveCenter.com or scan the QR code on your screen now. Never settle for standard service. Stop by Elite Automotive Center today in Fargo.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial sales and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
This has been a whale of a game, and we've seen some really good ones. The last game of the day, on day number 1 on Thursday, was a 1-run game for Valley City, so Highlander fans are going, yeah, tell us about it. Every game we've been in, if you're a Royal perspective, it's been down to the wire. 4-3 against Castleton, 10-7 against Minot, and here you're going at least 10 innings. Well, for the Jets, 11-1 win over the Reps in 5. They fell yesterday. It was a perfect game for Mason Palmer for Devils Lake in their 6-0 win for Devils Lake. And now you go to this one, and 10-11, who knows how long this will go. All I know is the scoreboard here in Castleton only goes 10. So then the first inning is going to revert back to the front, and we'll go to 11. My personal scorebook goes 15, but after 11 it starts getting hairy with all the hits, runs batted in, runs at bat, stuff of that nature. But regardless, not going to complain when you get this well of a clean game. And so far through 9.5 innings, only 4 runs, 10 hits combined. Valley City in this one, they have left 8 runners on base. For the Jets, they've only left 5 runners on base here in this contest. 2, 3, and 4 batters. Fetch at the plate is 1 of 4 so far here today. Lefty against Gebhardt. He delivers a strike. Gebhardt, 55 pitches through 3 innings of work so far. The Jets have used 3 pitchers here in this one. Here's the 0-1. Hit right back up the middle, and oh, what a catch! That was a highlight reel. Gebhardt on a line drive shot by Fetch steals him of a base hit. Jack Samuelson will come up to the plate. All I know is the life would have flashed before a young man's eyes there for a second. And on the follow through and the reaction there by Gebhardt makes a sensational play on the mound. Now you got to throw to Samuelson here. This could be the old intentional walk, though. As Samuelson has had 1 hit today with the run driven in, hit by pitch, and an intentional walk. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball, Gebhardt, nicely found. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This will be hit on the ground. Peralta's there, throws it across, one hop, and this will get by the first baseman. Samuelson then will stay put at first. So it'll be a throwing error in E5 on the play, as that will be the first error of the contest here for the Jets, as Samuelson will take his base at first, as now you'll have it on the way for Parker Ralsema. So Ralsema will come up, and what's the play here for Coach Chase Carpenter? Last time Ralsema was up to the plate, hit a number off the bat, and then Gebhardt couldn't get the ball out of his gloves, so then it was a sprint to first, and Gebhardt won it. If he would have lost it, the game-winning run would have came in for Valley City and Shenango, and that would have been ball game back in the 7th. But instead, we play on here in the bottom of the 10th. Ralsema looking for his first hit of the game. Here's the 0-1. Oh, miss low. It's 1-1. All I know is our next two games have a lot to live up to after the first one here today on a Saturday afternoon. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball. Now 1-2. Just from the jump, both pitchers and Felber and Heck were dealing. Getting in and out of the dugout. Just well played, well-timed game so far. Here's the 1-2. Runner's going to go. They got him potentially at second base. Samuelson is out. The pick play. And Samuelson is retired at second. That'll be the second base runner for Valley City, retired at second here today. Powell was caught stealing in the third. And here you have Gebhardt to Emineth, who throws it over. Barnacle applies a tag. And there's two down. On the 1-2 upcoming here to Ralsema. Hit on the ground. This one will go to the second baseman. Barnacle flips it across to retire the side. No runs, no hits, an error, and nobody left on base. Let's play 11 here today in Castleton. Gebhardt now with 4 innings of relief in here for the Fargo Jets as we head to inning number 11.
Green Earth Landscaping offers a full range of services, including commercial and residential landscape design and installation, maintenance and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to patios, retaining walls, lighting, fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered, servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
Well, this game just keeps moving along here. Top of the 11th inning on yourliveevent.com. Chase Miller, game that's 2 hours and 15 minutes old. As Ebeling, Bergseth, and Emineth do up here. Powell, 2/3 of an inning so far in relief, taking over for Mr. Heck. Able to get that double play with Sam Chase to finish off the 10th inning. Ebeling so far is 0 for 3 with a walk here today, 2 groundouts and a flyout. There's Powell as the pitch. This one will miss for a ball. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-0 offering upcoming as James Schwer, the catcher, down behind the plate. Here's the 1-0. 2-0. Quickly around the horn one more time for Valley City after the defensive changes. Will Schwer goes to third base. You have Fetch now at shortstop. Samuelson goes to third base. Fetch at shortstop. Will Schwer at second and Sikora at first, as it's going to be 3-0 on the way here to Ebeling. Hendrickson stays in right. Center fielder is Heck, and then from there, Ralsema in left field. 3-0. Taken all the way for a strike. It's 3-1. There's 3 free passes for the Jets here today via the walk, coming by Heck in his 9 1/3 innings of work. There's the 3-1 offering. Hit in the air down the right field line, slicing foul. The wind pushed that foul. 3-2 going forward as Hendrickson has a look at the ball as LA City will bring a man from the dugout to go glove it. If that wind is not humming from the left field to the right field foul pole here today, probably an extra base hit instead. That's just a long strike, and Powell comes back as a 3-ball, 2-strike count upcoming here in the 11th. That'll miss for a walk, and Ebling gets a free pass. And he'll be at first base here for the Jets. Now to Finn Bergseth. As heard a little tumble in front of us, and the entire press box looked down. The tumble was possibly for a fan. Everyone looks to be all right. Probably just stretching out. You might need it after a game like this. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Where are you? Here's Bergseth. As he will take a ball on the inside. It's 1-0. Well, for both of these teams, it's going to be a game you're going to remember for the rest of your life. Playing 11 innings at least here in a state tournament. Just will it be a sour memory or will it be a fun one? The 1-0. Now 2-0 as Powell looking to find the zone, has got some clouds making their way through here throughout the course of the day. Final up in Park River, Renville County defeats Washburn 2-1. An elimination contest. Is this going to get by the catcher? Scampering to third base will be Ebling. It's going to be 3-0 here to Bergseth. So Renville County picks up the win. Again, over Washburn. So Langdon and Renville County advance. Candu and Washburn are eliminated at the B in Park River. Here's the 3-0. Takes for a ball. It's back-to-back walks. And the Jets will see this now at 1-2. Chase Carpenter going to come out and talk it over with his pitcher. Eli Emineth coming up to the plates. If there's a man at the plate here for the Jets that you want with runners in a scoring position or a spot like this, it's probably someone like Eli Emineth right here. He's got 3 doubles so far in 3 days. He's 1 of 4 in the game. As Fargo Jets able to get their first 2 runners aboard here as Ullman stands now at first base. As Ryan Ullman will be at first base, and Ebling stands at second, and Eli Emineth up to the plate. That meeting on a mound brought to you in part by Kindred Storage. If you're looking to store, whether it's your bats from the season, maybe you're looking to get ready for the upcoming fall and have some stuff at the lake, get in contact with Kindred Storage at 428-3121. It's 428-3121. Elimination game 1 of 2. The Senators and Kindred to follow here after this one for game 2 of 3 today. Then Castleton and Devils Lake after that. Also miss out of the zone. It's 1-0. The Jets with 6 hits. The Royals have 4 here in this contest. The 1-0 pitch upcoming. That's a strike. It's 1-1. Just to make sure if a bunt does come down, Sikora is playing a couple feet in and off the bag at first here. Third baseman along the way in Samuelson, playing about even here at third. Here's the 1-1, looking to bunt. He went through the zone, the throw to third. Not in time. Samuelson applied the tag after the throw by Schwer. He went through the zone. It will be 1-2 with Emineth. But the lead runner able to get now to third base. So Ebling at third base. Ullman stands at first. Emneth now looking to put one in the outfield and at least get a sacrifice fly as the infield comes in here in inning number 11, and we get a quick time at the plate. Last team to score was Valley City in the 7th. The Jets loaned 2 runs in inning number 4. One ball, 2 strikes here to the cleanup batter in Emneth. 1-2 nearly got the strike. It'll be now 2-2. Valley City faithful, we're waiting to see Eli get ringed up. Good pitch by Powell. Went with the off speed. See if he challenges him on a fastball or goes back to the breaking ball. Pick play over at first. Nicely done by Sikora as that one went into the turf first on a 1-hop. After Emneth, it's Barnacle and Peralt due up here for the Jets. The 2-2. This one will get by the catcher, Schwer. Coming in to score from third base will be Ebling, and the Jets have taken a 3-2 lead. First run of the game since the 7th when Valley City tied it at 2 apiece. So Ebling, Bergseth, and Emneth all have scored here today for the Jets in the 2, 3, and 4 spot. And a chance to add to that here with the payoff pitch. Hit foul, and we'll keep it at 3-2. But now, for the first time going into the bottom half of the frame here in extras, we know Valley City will at least have to put 1 run up on the board. Well, for the Jets, they will have their first chance since the 7th to put this game to bed in the bottom half of an inning. The 3-2. Fouled again. Keep it at 3 balls and 2 strikes. As for Powell so far, came in relief, got a double play to start things off in the top of the 10th. A walk, and what is he going to do here with Emneth? 3-2 again. That'll get by the catcher. And now you'll have runners at the corners here for the Jets. So Ullman goes to third base. Eli Emneth stands at first. Runners at the corner, still nobody out. Now it goes to Tate Barnacle. All the Jets are looking to do is pass the baton, keep the line moving here. Especially with the free pass variety that they've received. As the Jets with those 3 walks match the same that they contended with Bryson Heck through 9 1/3. As Heck threw 3 throughout the course of this game, and Powell right now looking to find the zone a little consistent, as the Jets have done this all without a hit in the inning. Runners stay put. This will be a strike. It's 0-1. For Valley City in the bottom half of the 11th, there will be Sikora and a pair of Schwers of James and Will. Before then, it's, are you down by 1 or is it a little bit more that you have to contend with in the 11th? The 0-1, will miss low for a ball. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. As the 1-1 pitch is upcoming from Powell. Miss low, now 2-1. First championship game out in Williston, the West Fargo Patriots defeat the Post 400 Stars by a final of 4-0. So they will play next here in a few minutes in their second championship game. There's a strike. Now 2-2 at the B in Park River, still with 2 more games later today here on YourLiveEvent.com. Thompson and Linton Ashley Wishick, then Lemoore and Park River. Following that for the nightcap, just a rolling schedule at Park River. Here's a 2-2. Fly ball in the air down the right field line. Sikora giving chase, and look out for the dogs at the ballpark. There are a couple of golden retrievers down there. Can a retriever get $1 for a foul ball is the question. As the kids are definitely getting some money with the foul balls where you can bring a buck a ball here and As we'll see the 2-2 upcoming again to Tate Barnacles. You can see the wind whipping around here a little bit from our center field cam. The 2-2. That'll miss just off the plate. Now 3-2. Runner at third base is Ullman. Emineth at first. We'll see if he breaks with a 3-2 pitch. Barnacle trying to put something in play and paying attention there is Powell just to make sure Eli wasn't leaning towards second base. As we'll see the 3-2. Hit in the air. This one, a fly ball in the wind will carry that one well out of play. And we'll do it all over again. Once this game gets done, give it a little over a half hour, we'll get to game number 2 of 3. So if you're looking for that Kindred Bismarck Senators game, probably going to be closer to about a 3:40, 3:15 at the earliest at this standpoint. Maybe a little bit farther after that, depending on how this inning fares. A 3-2 pitch. Runners stay put. This one's hit in the air. That's the gap. It might split it, and that'll be down for a base hit. It'll be an RBI single. Here's the throw on the way from Ralsima. And then rounding first on his way to second will be Tate Barnacle, and he's had himself a really nice game. His second run driven in of the contest. Ullman comes in to score. Eli Emineth goes first to third. And now it's a 4-2 contest, and Chase Carpenter is going to talk it over here with the infield. With that hit, Barnacle just might be our player of the game, as he's been able to reach base 3 times. He delivered the first run across in the 4th. His second run driven in. He set himself a nice performance at second base, and Powell will come out as a pitcher. So new score, 4-2. Fargo out in front here on YourLiveEvent.com as we'll make our way to the bottom half of inning number 11.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and RJBroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and RJBroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Take your softball or baseball skills to the next level with personalized instruction from the professional staff at the Ball Yard. Their mission is to provide area players, young and old, the opportunity to improve their skills in a professional level facility and to provide a high level of instruction to youth players to help them achieve their goals at the Ball Yard. Come and visit the one place in the Fargo-Moorhead area where it's always summer. For more information, go online to fmballyard.com. That's fmballyard.com.
So after that RBI base hit by Eli Emineth, by Tate Barnacle, able to make it a 4-2 ball game here for the Jets. And in doing so, they'll have runners at second and third with Tate. Eli Emineth stands over at third after the walk. 2 walks in the inning have came in to score. The third one stands at third base with Emineth. Powell, 31 pitches, goes 2/3 of an inning. 1 hit, 1 run with 3 walks. Run was earned, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third. So the Jets looking to open it up here in inning number 11. The one thing with Valley City is we have seen them put up multiple crooked numbers up in a game here this weekend and throughout the season where they can score 2, 3, 4 runs if needed. But as it's going right now, the Fargo Jets in control here in inning number 11 with still nobody out, so the infield will come in. Fetch goes back to short, goes to second. Samuelson back to short, and then James Schwer goes back to third base with Powell behind the plate. Here's the pitch. I don't miss out of the zone. It's 1-0. Andrew Perrault just looking for a quality out, bare minimum here, and see if they can get that third run across in the inning. 0 for 4 with 2 double plays so far here for Andrew. The 1-0. Got him, popped up. The wind will make this one more challenging, but the right fielder comes in, does a good job there with Hendrickson. They bluffed the throw as it went nearly over the catcher, and Powell had to snow cone it. on the sacrifice fly attempt, nearly attempted there by Emnith. Emnith just kind of forcing to say, hey, if you're going to throw the ball, I don't see anybody backing you up. So if it gets by Powell, he would have boogied down the line to try to score. Instead, it's just out number one. Now to Joyce, who's 1 of 4 at the game so far, with a single back in inning number 4. One down here, inning number 11. Infield will continue to play tight. Breaking ball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. So James Schwer will walk her ahead on Joyce. And Joyce would like to put one back up the middle and see if 2 runs can come in. The 0-1. Another breaking ball, same spot, same location, and same result. Kind of like going through a good fast food restaurant. You just know what you're going to get. Here's the 0-2 offering. There's Schwer. Rocks the fastball. This one has popped up in the infield right to the third baseman here. As James Schwer able to make the catch. And for Schwer able to get that one. Here for Valley City and James. With Will here on the mound. Excuse me, Will again on the mound. James over at third is 2 down here in relief for Will Schwer. But now he needs to get Evan Felber. Felber, first pitch swinging, hits one foul. It's 0-1. Felber so far here today has reached base twice, once on an error and earned a single back in the third. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit right back up the middle. Samuelson fires and can't be gloved by Sikora. 1 run comes in. A second one without a throw will come in. It's 6-2. So Eli Emnith comes in to score. Barnacle comes in to score on the throwing error. Error number 2 is costly here for Valley City. And now you do have a 6-2 ball game here for the Fargo Jets. Samuelson hopped it to Sikora and went off of Sikora's glove, and 1 run was already going to come in, but good hustle there by Barnacle to make the way around. And Schwer across the diamond here. That'll go 6, make that 5-3 on the put-up. But the damage is done. 4 runs do come across on just 1 hit. There was an error, and alongside 1 runner left on base. The Fargo Jets 6, Valley City 2, as we make our way to bottom inning of the 11th.
For any accounting needs you may have, Todd R. World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Well, now on the hook for the win here is Gebhardt, as we are going to Gebhardt's 5th inning in relief. You would have the blown save in the 7th when Valley City scored a run in the 7th, but since then has been really good in the 8th, 9th, and alongside the 10th here, just kind of a tidy 3 up, 3 down, just ho-hum, get what you need done. He's had 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, a run that was earned with 2 hits in relief for Gebhardt in 55 innings of work, and he's 3 outs away from sending the Jets into the next round. Well, for Valley City, you have 3 outs to get 4 runs. That's what you need bare minimum here for the Royals, otherwise your season comes to a close. First pitch is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. 2 hours and 37 minutes here today in Castleton. There's the 0-1 pitch to Sikora, who's 0 for 4. As this will work out of the zone, it's 1-1. The Jets scored all their runs in 2 innings, 2 in the 4th and 4 here in the top half of the frame. Valley City with 1 in the 5th and 1 in the 7th. The 1-1, that'll hit them. Valley City needs base runners. That'll be their 6th hit by batter of the game, as they'll have a runner now at first base here for Sikora. And for Valley City, it's all about Powell and Fetch. You want to get back to the top of the lineup here. And if you can get to those guys, there will be some base runners on. As you'll see it now to James Schwer. Schwer first pitch swinging, it's 0-1. 0 for 3 with a hit by pitch here so far for James. Schultz in left, Felber in center, Joyce in right for the Jets. The 0-1 popped up. Emmett, the first baseman, give chase, but it's going to run out of room. It's now 0-2. Barnacle stands at second with Ebling at shortstop. Peralta at third, Chase behind the plate. As we've seen so far with Felber, Beckham, and Gebhardt here pitching for the Jets. The 0-2 popped up again, and we'll have another foul ball. With 2 more games still yet to come later tonight. Runner at first, Sikora, being held on there by Emneth. The 0-2 will work inside for a ball. It's 1-2. One-two pitch, swing and a miss, and Gebhardt gets strikeout number 5. There's one down. I give credit to where credit's due. Gebhardt gave up the run in the 7th inning, got out of a jam. Bases were full for Valley City. Nowhere to put Rolsema. He got him out, and then eventually since then has just been really, really good. Able to get at one point 7 batters in a row in relief. So far he's retired. A nice little spot here as this is going to be swing and a miss by Will Schwer. It's 0-1. Will today with a double back in the 7th, and eventually brought the runner in Mueller. This will be a fly ball hitting the air to right. That's got a little carry to it, to the warning track, to the wall. That ball's up, and it's gone. It's a 2-run homer for Will Schwer, and the Royals cut that deficit now to 2. The second extra base hit of the game for Schwer, a 2-run shot, and the Royals, they get a pulse here in the bottom of the 7th. The hit by pitch comes back, and Hans Gebhardt, his 3rd hit that he's given up in relief. And Gebhardt now sees it a 2-run affair. Shaneko, the DH, off the bat. You knew that it had a chance with the wind. It just was it going to carry all the way to the warning track and stay fair? The answer is yes. There's a swing by Shaneko. It's 0-1. Well, if Shaneko and Heck, one of them can get aboard, it would go back to the top of the lineup here with Corbin Powell at least. This will be a foul ball. It's 0-2. This might be one of the more crazier, kookier games that you've been a part of, whether you're watching, listening, or here in person. Here's the 0-2, especially if Valley City could somehow come back and tie this one. If not, try to walk it off here in the bottom of the 11th. But for the Jets, 2 outs are needed to retire the Royals and get to tomorrow. Here's the 0-2. Swing. This one gets by Chase. Chase will have to make the play to first. They do in time for the strikeout. Shaneko will be retired. The 6th strikeout for Gebhardt. And there is 1 down, and it goes to Bryson Heck. If you're just joining us, Bryson Heck threw 9 1/3 innings. You heard that right. 9 1/3 innings 108 pitches, 6 hits, 2 runs that were earned today here for Valley City. Heck was simply a horse on the mound here today for the Royals. He'll take a strike, but now he needs to get on base. He's 0 for 3 with a walk and 3 strikeouts. Here's the 0-1. Heck hits one in the air over the outstretched glove of the second baseman into right center field, and the tying run here for the Royals comes to the plate by the name of Corbin Powell. Powell here today is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly, a run scored, and 2 hit by pitches. Mentioned Valley City needed base runners. They needed to get to the top of the lineup. They were able to do that bare minimum here against Gebhardt. Brought the tying run to the plate. Heck being held on at first. Powell, first pitch swinging, looking to give it a ride. It's foul. It's 0-1. Just in case we go to the 12th, it'll be top of the lineup here for the Jets. Here's the 0-1. That'll miss for a ball. It's 1-1. Well, 2 games already wrapped up in Park River today. As we're getting to the semifinal bracket on yourliveevent.com a little bit later on. The 1-1 fouled back. It's 1-2. The Royals down to their final out and their final strike. Heck stands at first. Gebhardt looking for his 7th strikeout and put the game to bed. The 1-2. Good take by Powell. Elevated fastball. It's 2-2. Very similar of the 7th inning. The crowd on the edge of their seat. Every pitch you're living and dying with here in the bottom half of the 11th. The 2-2. Hit and through for a base knock. Heck will make his way to second. He'll stay there. Powell is aboard, and the tying run stands at first, and the go-ahead run by Mr. Fetch comes to the plate. So Powell able to get a base knock, and the Highliners just keep on rolling, or excuse me, Valley City just keeps on rolling down the track here for this Royals club. 7th batter of the inning here with Fetch. Fetch will take a breaking ball for a strike. The last time up, Fetch hit one right back to Gebhardt, who made a catch on a line drive shot to retire Trevor. As Gebhardt works to end the count, the 0-1. Strike number 2. So the Royals are again back to their final strike of the game. Fetch is 1 of 5 with a single back in the 5th. Runner at second is Heck. Runner at first is Powell. The 0-2. Fetch able to hit that one out of play, and it will be a foul ball. Fetch kind of reminds you of just a little bit of a pest at the plate, and I mean that in a nice way, where he's just going to find a way to keep things brewing. As Fetch hits one in the air, this is going to the right fielder. Joyce comes across, and that'll do it. A game that finishes in 2 hours and 45 minutes. The Jets have eliminated the Royals here today in 11 by a final of 6-4. The Jets will improve to 3-31-9 on the season, while Valley City will finish the year 22-5. In that inning, there were 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. A final on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard: the Jets 6, Valley City 4. We'll have to wait and see where the Jets will play next, but they pick up the win over Valley City here in Castleton. Our post-game show brought to you in part by Castleton Lumber is next. We'll hear from our player of the game. That and more is still to come here on yourliveevent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassiz Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per row per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
As we come back on our post-game show here today, the Jets all about surviving and advancing for one of these two teams in a really well-played quality baseball game here. The Jets win it 6-4 over the Valley City Royals here on our Castleton Lumber post-game report. Winning pitcher of record will be Gebhardt. He does pick up the blown save, but he picks up the win. 5 innings of work, 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 2 walks and 6 strikeouts. Powell will be the losing pitcher of record here for Valley City. The Jets 2 runs in the 4th and 4 runs in the 11th. Valley City a run in the 5th and the 7th and 2 runs in inning number 11 as well. As Valley City and the Jets, Fargo 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, and 6 runners left on base. Valley City 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors, and 10 runners left on base. Now time to get to our play of the game, brought to you in part by Agassiz Feature Precision Ag, and there is a couple of them. Couple of really nice double plays turned by Valley City. Also a really nice backhanded play by Gebhardt that robbed a base hit of Fetch as well in inning number 10 here in this contest. But play of the game going to go to Tate Barnacle after 3 walks, able to drive in a run. He drove in the first run in the 4th, able to drive in another run in the 11th as well. Just finding ways to get hits with runners on and bringing them in. He's going to be our player and also play of the game with those 2 particular offensive swings. Brought to you in part by Agassiz Precision Ag, your featured precision Agassiz planting dealer. Agassiz Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Visit planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. Taking a look at the final box score. Sam Chase goes 0 for 4 with a walk. Colby Ebling able to get on base twice with 2 walks and a run scored. He goes 0 for 3. Finn Bergseth here in this one, able to reach base twice, goes 1 of 4 at the plate with a run scored as well. Eli Emineth able to get a double back in the 4th inning. He would go 1 of 4 at the plate with 2 runs scored as well. From there, Tate Barnacle, as we mentioned, 2 runs driven in. He was finished the game 2 out of 4. Andrew Perot goes 0 for 5. Jack Joyce here in this one would finish 1 of 5 at the plates. From there, Evan Felber, he would reach base 3 times, 2 on an error. He would finish 1 of 4, make that 1 of 5. And then from there, Harper Schultz, he goes 1 of 5 at the plate as well. For Valley City, the Royals finishing in this one, Corbin Powell reaches base 3 times, hit by pitch twice, and a single as well. He was able to go 1 of 3 with a run scored. Trevor Fetch in this game goes 1 of 6. Jack Samuelson in this game goes 1 of 2 at the plate with a run driven in and 3 intentional walks. From there, Parker Ralsima in this game able to go 0 for 5. Sikora goes 0 for 4 with a hit by pitch. James Schwer in this one goes 0 for 4 with a hit by pitch. Will Schwer eventually would get a 2-run homer there in the 11th inning. Also get an extra base hit as well. Gets 2 runs, 1 run to come in the contest. Shenenko here for Valley City goes 1 of 4 at the plate, and Bryson Heck in this one would finish 1 of 4 at the plate with a single as well. When we come back, we'll hear from our player of the game. That's Tate Barnacle. That is next as the Jets win 6-4 as we continue with more on our Castleton Lumber post-game show.
It's greenearthnd.com.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
As we come back here on our post-game show, join us, one of the players of the game, and he could have went a couple of different ways, but when runners were on, this guy delivered here for Tate Barnacle, here with a couple runs driven in for the Fargo Jets. Tate, for you in this one, just what does it mean to find a way to grind a victory out in 11 innings here and survive and advance and be one of the top 4 teams left in the state and know that you got another game coming up here tomorrow?
It feels great, just another day with my friends, another day with my teammates, and just taking it day by day.
Yes, the camera will bring it down here just a little bit as that was moving up. But Tate, for you at the end of the day, what's the highs and lows in a game like this, right? You're up 2-0 in the contest, and all of a sudden Valley City comes back. They get it within 1. They tie the game up in the 7th. A bunch of goose eggs there in the 8th, 9th, and 10th. Just take us through the highs and lows and how do you try to stay resilient as a player in this one?
Got to stay even keel with when we scored the first 2, maybe got a little bit too high and then dipped down too low, but after those couple of hard-fought innings, pulled through.
What was it like in that 11th inning? The 3 guys in front of you all draw walks. Just take us through what's going to go in through your mind to add to what was already a really productive inning for the Jets.
I was, the guys in front of me did their job, and I just had to put the ball in play and did that. So
3 pitchers, and Felber and Beckman and Gebhardt. What can you say about those 3 guys, especially, Felber with 5 quality innings to start things off for you?
Phenomenal job, just like keeping runners at bay. A lot of short innings out there on the field. It's like easy for a fielder like me to just play, when you're not out there for a while. So
as you get ready for tomorrow, what's the one thing outside of some ice and some Powerade or Gatorade? What's the one thing that you guys will try to do to get ready for whoever your opponent is tomorrow? As you'll be making your way here at Castleton one more day.
Just take it inning by inning. Do your job. That's it.
Final thing for me, Tate, how fun was it to play in a game like this? 11 innings of baseball. Sometimes it's games that you dream of, you wish you're able to play. And how fun was it to play in a contest like this, in an atmosphere like this today in Castleton?
Oh, that was so fun. Stadium was packed. A lot of people here. Just great game. Really fun to play in.
Tate, congratulations on the win. Best of luck moving forward, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Tate Barnacle joined us here, part of our post-game show. We'll put a bow on this one next and get ready for our second elimination game around the corner.
For softball or baseball skills to the next level with personalized instruction from the professional staff at the Ball Yard. Their mission is to provide area players, young and old, the opportunity to improve their skills in a professional level facility and to provide a high level of instruction to youth players to help them achieve their goals at the Ball Yard. Come and visit the one place in the Fargo-Moorhead area where it's always summer. For more information, go online to fmballyard.com. That's fmballyard.com.
Again, your final on the post-game show, Fargo 6, Valley City 4. That does it for our post-game, brought to you in part by Castleton Lumber. Still to come, we'll get to Kindred, and alongside with the Bismarck Senators, Castleton will go up against Devils Lake as well. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and join us in just a few short moments as we get you ready for Kindred and Bismarck here on YourLiveEvent.com. Valley City finishes 22-5 on the season, while the Jets improved to 31-9. Their opponent to be determined coming up here later on today when we find out the results of the remaining games here on YourLiveEvent.com.